All right, we are live, guys. Another exciting night of NBA basketball. Pistons are on a back-to-back. They just got done beating the Portland Trailblazers last night. Terrific game back and forth. We got the Milwaukee Bucks again at home tonight. We lost to them a couple days ago in Milwaukee. Pistons are rolling out Cade, Duncan, Asar, Isaiah Stewart, and Jalen Duren. So an interesting combo from Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart being placed into the starting lineup tonight without Tobias Harris. Milwaukee's rolling with Ryan Rollins, Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Jericho Sims, and Miles Turner. They are out Taurean Prince, AJ Green, and Giannis for the Milwaukee Bucks, man. So Saturday, December 6, 2025. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic, man. Like the live stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know who's here in the chat room. Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Detroit Pistons, man. We got a good one on tap for you guys tonight. Pistons are a 12.5-point favorite at home against the Bucks, and I think that's a little bit too high. So, considering the fact that the Pistons lost to them a couple days ago, they beat us without Giannis. So, interesting to see what happens here. Tip-off is moments away here. Jalen Duren and Miles Turner at the center court. Tip-off is moments away here. Referees putting the ball up here, and the Pistons get the tip-off. Cade Cunningham to full court. Ryan Rollins on Cade here at the top of the key. Cade dishes it back off to Asar Thompson, who's working on Kyle Kuzma. Cade from the left wing dishes it back to Isaiah Stewart from the corner for three. No good. Boarded by Jericho Sims, and the Bucks are pushing back the other way here. Jericho Sims to full court, working on Jalen Duren here. Bucks ran a zone offense against the Pistons on Wednesday night and actually gave the Pistons a ton of problems. So we're going to see what the Bucks line up here in defensive formation. Ryan Rollins on the right wing here working on Cade. Ryan Rollins going to his right. Dishes it back to Kyle Kuzma, has to beat the shot clock, misses the jumper. Kevin Porter tries to save it. It is saved by Jericho Sims. Dishes it back off to Miles Turner, nearly stolen away by Duncan Robinson. Kevin Porter Jr. from the right corner on Isaiah Stewart. Going to work, kicks it back off to Ryan Rollins, top of the key for three. He can't get it to go. Isaiah Stewart with the rebound. Pistons pushing back the other way. Duncan Robinson on the left wing dishes it back to Cade at the top of the key. Duren sets a screen for Cade. Cade, top of the three for top of the key for three is good. Cade Cunningham gets the Pistons on the board here. 3-0 basketball game. 10:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Kyle Kuzma coming back the other way for the Bucks. Dishes it back off to Ryan Rollins. Kicks it back to Kevin Porter Jr. on the left wing, who's working on Cade. Porter thought about driving baseline, working inside of the paint, puts up a jump shot, and it is good. What a tough shot from Kevin Porter Jr. Pistons 3, Bucks 2. Asar Thompson on the left wing going coast to coast. 10:20 left to play in the first quarter. Cade with the basketball working on Ryan Rollins. Cuts it back inside to Asar Thompson for the slam. Nice cut from Asar Thompson from Cade Cunningham. Slams it home. Pistons 5, Bucks 2. 10 minutes left to play in the first quarter. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? I'm in a hotel room right now in Mexico. Miles Turner from the top of the key is good. Tough shot from Miles Turner. He ties the game. 5-5 here. 9:50 left to play here in the first quarter. Again, Pistons were a 12.5-point favorite here. It's going to be a foul called on Ryan Rollins working on K at the top of the key. It's going to stay here with Pistons basketball. Pistons should have won that game against the Bucks a couple nights ago. I believe we were up like 18, 20 points at one point. We just completely fell apart in the second half. Pistons are looking to try and get revenge here tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. Again, Bucks without Giannis. He's still out with that ankle injury. Duren working inside, backdoor cut to Isaiah Stewart, puts up a right-handed layup, and it gets it to go. 7-5. Interesting set here that JB Bickerstaff is rolling out here with Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. So basically, Isaiah Stewart is playing the 4 right now. Kyle Kuzma drives baseline. Right-handed layup is good. 7-7 basketball game here. 9:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Dishes it back outside to Isaiah Stewart, who's working on Miles Turner. Duren with the basketball now, working on Jericho Sims at the top of the key. Duren trying to make a man miss. Gets it back outside to Cade at the top of the key. For 3, once again for Cade. Off the mark here. It's going to be... Ref can't make up their mind. It's going to be staying here with Pistons basketball. 30 minutes late to a Secret Santa party because my rigatoni is taking too long to bake. You're having a good time, Jimmy. What's going on, Gardner? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. We had the Bad Boys and the Go on the Work Pistons. What's this nickname going to be? Yeah, we got to think of a name for them for sure. What's going on? Cade Cunningham driving baseline here. Turns it over here to Asar. Bad pass. It's going to stay, I believe, with the Pistons with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I think it was off Kyle Kuzma. Or Garden, excuse me. Garden, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party. What's up, Dina? Most improved player. Listen, Jalen Duren has a case. Duncan Robinson from the right wing, no good. Boarded by Jericho Sims back the other way for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma driving inside against Jalen Duren. Kuzma, left-handed layup is no good. Boarded by Asar Thompson. Pistons looking to push it back the other way. Asar Thompson on the left wing here. Asar looking to drive inside, kicks it back to Isaiah Stewart. Thought about a three. Gives it right back to Asar, who's working on Jalen Duren. Inside, one-on-one on Kyle Kuzma. Duren, jump shot from the corners, no good. Boarded by Rollins. Here come the Bucks back the other way. Kyle Kuzma going coast to coast. Left-handed layup is good. Tough shot from Kyle Kuzma. 9-7 basketball game here. 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Jalen Duren at the top of the key. We got Duren, Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart, Cade, and Asar. Cade cuts backdoor inside. It's going to be a turnover off of Isaiah Stewart. He tried to feed him backdoor. It's going to be off of Isaiah Stewart, and the Bucks are going to come back with it with the other way. Yeah, a little bit better today. I'm still fighting a sore throat here, but I've had like a million cough drops, so had a good freaking time. Ryan Rollins looking to push it here for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7:58 left to play here in the first quarter. Ryan Rollins on the left side here working on Duncan Robinson for three over him. No good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Pistons looking to push it. It's a 4-on-3 opportunity. Kicks it back out to Duncan Robinson from the corner for three. Hits it to go. Count the bucket and the foul. What a shot from Duncan Robinson from the right corner. He gets it to go. He was fouled in midair. And Duncan Robinson's going to go to the free throw line to knock down a 4-point play. Foul on Rollins. Duncan Robinson off the fast break here. Cade found him on the right corner. He hits a good shot, and he's going for a 4-point play here for the Detroit Pistons. Couple substitutions in here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ryan Rollins takes out for a breather. Doc Rivers is going to give him some minutes on the bench here. Gary Trent Jr. checks into the game here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Last night, Duncan Robinson was huge for us down the stretch. He was 4 for 6 from the three-point line, 7 rebounds, a couple steals, 14 points. He's been big for us down the stretch here as of late. Duncan Robinson misses the free throw, though, but he gets his own rebound, kicks it back off to Cade. It's going to stay here. Duncan Robinson for three from the right wing. No good. That would have been amazing if he would have hit that. Jalen Duren gets the rebound, though. It's going to stay here with the Pistons. Stolen away by Kevin Porter Jr. It's a 2-on-1. Kyle Kuzma going inside. It's going to be blocked by Cade. What a block from Cade Cunningham. Back the other way. Asar Thompson's going to go on the left wing here, going to work on Gary Trent Jr. Dishes it back off to Duncan Robinson. He thought about a jump shot. Asar Thompson from the right baseline here, trying to work on Gary Trent Jr. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it back off to Isaiah Stewart. Stolen away, though, by Kevin Porter Jr. Bucks looking to push it here. Jericho Sims working inside on Cade. Drives baseline. Kicks it back to Miles Turner for three from the right wing. Hits it to go. Tough shot from Miles Turner. 12-10 basketball game. 6:54 left to play in the first quarter. And the Pistons are going to have to burn a timeout. So, again, Bucks are looking to push the tempo here. You know, when I saw the spread come out, I do not think the Pistons are a 12.5-point favorite in this game. I would consider the line to be right around 4-5 points maybe. I think 12.5 is way too high against a Milwaukee Bucks team who, listen, they're missing their superstar player in Giannis right now. No A.J. Green. That's a big loss from the three-point line for the Milwaukee Bucks, but again, they've got some ballers on their team. Kevin Porter Jr., I think, is one of the most underrated players in the NBA right now. So definitely something to keep an eye out as well. Milwaukee Bucks, like I said, they were running a 2-3 zone against the Detroit Pistons on Wednesday, which actually gave the Pistons some shooting problems. And then last night against the Blazers, we shot the ball way better because it was more of a man-to-man coverage on the Blazers as well. So got a commercial break coming up for you guys. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning in to the show tonight. Bucks and Pistons coming to you live from Mexico in my hotel room right now, and hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't crap out on me, and hopefully we can have a decent connection for the stream tonight, man. Saturday, December 6th. Kicking off here into this basketball game. Looking good so far. 6:54 left to play here in the first quarter. Again, Pistons burn a timeout here. JB Bickerstaff wanted to talk things through, try to stop some momentum from that Miles Turner three-point jump shot. But yeah, man, Pistons don't play until the following Friday because they have like the whole in-season NBA Cup going on around the league right now. So the next time the Pistons are going to be playing is the following Friday. They're going to be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. There's a chance I may do that play-by-play stream. I'm going to be out with some friends for dinner that night, but depending on if it gets out or not early, I might be doing the second half coverage for that game. So stay tuned for that as well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, let me know in the chat. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Bucks 12, Pistons 10. Appreciate you guys all being here. Welcome to the stream tonight, man. Come back from commercial break momentarily. Miles Turner's got 6 points so far, 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Cade's got 3 points so far. Isaiah Stewart and Cade both have a rebound in this one as well. Duncan Robinson from 3 as well. So, yeah, looking forward to pushing up the tempo here as well. 12-10 basketball game here, coming back from commercial break momentarily for you guys coming up right here. All right. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Pistons looking to come back here down 2. Again, when I saw this spread come out, 12.5 was very suspicious. So, you know, Bucks, they're going to make this a competitive basketball game through and through. I understand Giannis is out, but listen, these Bucks have, you know, a bunch of good players. Miles Turner, Kevin Porter Jr., you know, even like Kyle Kuzma occasionally. And throughout his career, he's been playing very well against the Pistons. So, coming back from commercial break here, Cade Cunningham looking to push it up here against Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key. Trying to set up the offense here. 6:45 left to play in the first quarter. Cade gets it back off to Duncan Robinson, who switches it back to Cade. Cade swings it around to Isaiah Stewart from the left wing, dishes it back to Cade. Cade feeds him right back. It's going to be turned over, though, by the Pistons. Jericho Sims come up with the steal. Miles Turner from the left wing for 3. Hits it to go. Miles Turner. It's a huge shot. Sorry, my microphone just totally went crazy loud right there for a second, guys. My bad. Miles Turner hits a huge 3 here, and the Bucks take a 15-10 lead here, coming back the other way. Bucks are going to take the foul, though. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the stream, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Miles Turner, 9 points. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line tonight. And he's been doing well for the Bucks so far. Duncan Robinson checks out of the game here for the Pistons. Karis LeVert steps in here. Again, we're going to see if Paul Reed gets some minutes tonight in this game, though, because without Tobias Harris, we don't really have a legit stretch 4 right now. Cade working inside, right-handed floater is no good. Jalen Duren gets the rebound. Cade gets it back on the ground. Dishes it back to Asar Thompson working inside of Miles Turner. Backdoor cut pass, gets it back from Cade. Asar Thompson puts it up and in. 15-12 basketball game. Nice move from Cade and Asar working together underneath the basket. Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key working on Asar Thompson. Kevin Porter Jr. drives left, kicks it back outside to Kuzma. Kuzma drives to his right. Right-handed layup is no good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Cade Cunningham going the other way at the top of the key here. Cade working inside. Cade back outside to Asar. Asar drives right. He's going to be blocked by Turner, but they're going to call a foul, though, on Miles Turner. And Asar Thompson is going to be shooting some free throws here for the Pistons. Bucks 15, Pistons 12. Again, this game could very well come down to the wire like it did on Wednesday night last week. So, again, it's anybody's basketball game moving down the stretch here. Pistons have got to be ready. 5:31 left to play here in the first quarter. Asar Thompson at the free throw line here. Asar hits the first free throw, 15-13 basketball game. Looking to get both free throws here for the Pistons. I've noticed on the NBA app, it is faster than the FanDuel Sports Network app I used to watch on my phone. So when I get back home from Mexico, I actually might consider switching to the NBA app to watch the games because it feels like, I think it's 30 seconds faster on the broadcast. So it gets you guys real up-to-date time as the score happens. So for sure. Asar Thompson misses the second free throw, gets his own rebound though. Jalen Duren feeds it back outside to Asar Thompson, kicks it around to Ron Holland from the corner for 3, no good, boarded by Miles Turner. Kevin Porter Jr. with the basketball looking to push it here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kevin Porter at the top of the key, gets it back outside to Miles Turner. Miles Turner working on Cade at the top of the key, swings it around here to Gary Trent Jr., who's working on Karis LeVert. Double team by Cade, nearly stolen away. It's going to stay here, though, with the Milwaukee Bucks. Dude, my dishwasher just overflowed. I think my drain is clogged. Oh, no, Jimmy, you're having a good time, sir. I'm sorry to hear that. Jaden Ivey comes into the game here, checks out Asar Thompson. Interesting rotation on the floor here for the Detroit Pistons. It is currently Ivey, Duren, LeVert, Holland, and Cade on the floor here for the Pistons. Miles Turner on the right wing here, puts up a shot. It's going to be good. Count the bucket and the foul. Cade's going to get called for the foul. What a shot from Miles Turner, and he is hot right now for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's been on fire. He's made like his last 4 or 5 shots here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the show. Good stuff. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you're a Bucks fan, Pistons fan, NBA fan. Welcome to the party, folks. Miles Turner hits the free throw. 18-13 lead over the Pistons with 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Watching from Mexico. My dad's 10 feet to my right. Hey, Dad. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Working on Miles Turner, swings it around to Jaden Ivey for 3. Hits it to go. Huge hoop from Jaden Ivey. That's a big shot. That's his first shot of the game. That's got to feel good for Ivey. We need him to start getting going down the stretch here. Jaden Ivey is going to be a big part of our future. We're hoping so. Ron Holland is working on Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key. Switches back to Miles Turner. Swings it around here all the way to Gary Trent Jr. from the left wing for 3. No good. It is boarded by Cade, and the Pistons come back with it the other way. Cade with the basketball. At the top of the key, trying to make a man miss here. Cade working to his left, kicks it back to Ron Holland, and gives it right back to Cade. Cade working inside for a mid-range floater. It is good. What a shot from Cade. Tie basketball game, 18-18 basketball game. Mayuki, right? Mayuki, thank you so much. Oh, watching from Hawaii. Appreciate you being here, Mayuki. Thank you so much. I think I got that right this time, right? Thank you so much all the way from Hawaii. Appreciate you tuning in, Mayuki. Fido, yeah, we're from the Metro Detroit area, so if you think of like Novi area, that's like the biggest city we're kind of near. That's where I'm from, so not bad, man. But we're going to be going to a commercial break here. Pistons 18, Bucks 18. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Saturday night basketball. Pistons on a back-to-back. They took down the Portland Trail Blazers last night. But listen, that was a great game through and through. Again, the Pistons were a heavy favorite in that game last night. Denny Avdia has had a phenomenal season so far for the Portland Trail Blazers. So kind of an unfortunate situation what's happened with Chauncey Billups and that whole coaching staff. But Thiago Splitter trying to regain control. But Denny Avdia, he should be an all-star, assuming he stays healthy. What's going on, Steve? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in, dude. So Bucks 18, Pistons 18. Commercial break underway here. Pistons look like they've kind of found themselves in a little bit of a rhythm here. Bucks got off to a hot start. Miles Turner is 3 for 3 from the three-point line to start this game. And again, he was a big piece of that Indiana Pacers finals run that they had last year. So that's a legit stretch 5 that a lot of people forget about because he's Giannis kind of overlooks him in the Milwaukee offense, but they're going to definitely have to rely on Miles Turner down the stretch here when they do eventually get Giannis back from that injury. So appreciate you guys all tuning in. You're from Sterling Heights, Fido. Nice. Appreciate you stopping in, dude. So yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you guys are new. Like I said, Pistons have some time off here after this game is over with. The next game we have is against the Atlanta Hawks next Friday because the NBA Cup is going on next week. So going to be doing some shorts, a little bit of coverage here and there for the Pistons. I'm going to try to get you guys the second half coverage of that game next Friday. So definitely something to look out for the Pistons down the stretch here. Pistons, again, they're the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. It's crazy to think that this team lost 28 games in a row 2 years ago. I was doing shorts and reaction videos for that whole historic losing streak, and it's crazy to think that in 2 years, J.B. Bickerstaff, Trajan Langdon, they've turned this team around. And you could make the argument right now the Detroit Pistons are the best team in Michigan right now in terms of all sports across the pro and college right now. So definitely something to look forward to if you guys are a Pistons fan moving forward. Commercial break is off. We are back in business here. Pistons 18, Bucks 18 here. Again, no Tobias Harris for the Pistons tonight. I think it's more of a precautionary measure. He did miss a couple games, actually several games to start the year, I believe with that ankle injury, so they're just kind of making some precautionary measures on the back-to-back. They usually tend to do that sometimes, so hopefully Tobias is healthy enough to get back here. So Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key working on Ron Holland. Ron Holland's going to get called for a reach-in foul. It's going to stay here with the Milwaukee Bucks coming back the other way. Bucks 18, Pistons 18. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the stream. I think JB referred to this team as the Nasty Boys. There you go, the Nasty Boys. I like it. Yeah, it does have a flavor of like the 89-90 Bad Boys and like the 2004 Going to Work Pistons. It's kind of like a combination right in the middle of it. Bobby Portis is checked into the game here for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's going to work on Cade. Left side jump shot is no good. Boarded by Jaden Ivey. Ivey looking to push on the fast break here. Ivey kicks it back out to Cade on the top of the key, who's working on Bobby Portis. Cade over Bobby Portis for three. Hits it to go. Huge shot for Cade Cunningham. Buries the three. 21-18 basketball game. 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. Yeah, definitely have a bright future for sure. We got to save our draft picks. Gary Trent Jr. mid-range jump shot is no good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Pistons on an 8-0 run here the last minute and 30 in this ball game. Karis LeVert for three from the left wing. Karis LeVert knocks down a three. He joins the three-point party. Pistons are on an 11-0 run the last 2 minutes of this basketball game. 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Kevin Porter Jr. trying to break the 11-0 run. Porter working on Karis LeVert. Dishes it back inside to Bobby Portis. Right-handed floater's no good. He's going to get fouled, though, by, I believe, Cade on the right baseline. So Bobby Portis is going to go to the free throw line and try and break this 11-0 run here. Cade knocks down the three over Bobby Portis. Then Karis LeVert, immediate next possession, he joins the three-point party. If we can get, like, just half of the version that Karis LeVert was when he was with the Brooklyn Nets, that'd be phenomenal. Just another shooter off the bench for us to help Cade out. I would love if Malik Beasley eventually got cleared to come back for the Pistons, but we'll see what happens with his future. Bobby Portis knocks down the first free throw. 24-19 basketball game. Pistons take a 5-point lead. Javonte Green checks into the game here for the Pistons. Jericho Sims also sits down for the Milwaukee Bucks. So right now it is Holland, LeVert, Paul Reed has checked into the game as well here. Javonte Green, and I believe Jaden Ivey on the floor here for the Pistons. Bobby Portis looking to put up the second free throw here. It is up and no good. Ron Holland with the rebound. Pistons looking to push it back the other way. Ron Holland with the basketball, swings it around to Karis LeVert on the left wing. LeVert dishes it back to Ron Holland, swings it back to LeVert. LeVert thought about a three, drives, kicks it back outside. It's going to be stolen away, though, by Bobby Portis. Portis gets it back here, looking to push it here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis working on Paul Reed on the left wing. Portis, jump shot. It is no good. Off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Ron Holland looking to push it here. Inside right-handed layup is no good. He's going to get fouled, though, on the shot, and Ron Holland is going to go to the free throw line here to knock down some free throws. Pistons 24, Bucks 19. Gary Harris has checked into the game here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Spartan dog. Shout out Gary Harris. Was an absolute beast for Tom Izzo. For the Michigan State Spartans, I believe, like 10, 15 years ago. He was kind of like mid-2010s when he was on that Spartan team. So 2:22 left to play here in the first quarter. Ron Holland, first free throw on the way. It is no good. Off the mark here. 24-19 basketball game. Asar, Jalen Duren, Cade, Beef Stew, all looking on from afar from the bench here, trying to get a breather here. It's interesting to see like how J.B. Bickerstaff kind of intertwines these guys with minutes across the board here. I do love it that Paul Reed is getting more minutes in this game, though. We need to use Paul Reed more off the bench. JB, I think he's starting to finally realize that. So Pistons get the second free throw to fall here. Ron Holland's the second free throw. Bobby Portis on the opposite end here. Swings it back to Kevin Porter Jr. Wide open three is good. 25-22 basketball game. Yeah, Dennis Jenkins for sure. He's definitely improved tremendously for the Pistons as well. Coming up very nicely. Jaden Ivey kicks it back outside. Javonte Green swings it around inside here to Paul Reed. Kicks it back to Javonte Green for three from the right wing. In and out and falls in. Wow. That like rattled around for a million years. He gets the three-point shot. I believe it's going to be a foul called underneath the basket in the act of shooting as well. So Ron Holland was looking to rebound it here. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to get called for the foul. So count the bucket for Javonte Green on the right wing for 3. And I believe the Pistons are going to be shooting a free throw, for Ron Holland here. So big possession for the Pistons. Pistons are 6 for 11 from the three-point line here in the first quarter. That's pretty good. Ron Holland knocks down the free throw here. A 4-point play. 29-22 basketball game. 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. What's up, PA? How you doing, buddy? All right, moving back around the floor here. Kyle Kuzma working inside, blocked by Paul Reed, Bobby Portis working inside, right-handed floater. It is no good, boarded by Jaden Ivey. Pistons looking to push the basketball with some tempo. Jaden Ivey on the left wing here, going coast to coast, inside, kicks it back off to Javonte Green, working inside now is Paul Reed. Paul Reed nearly had swiped away. Kicks it back to Karis LeVert on the right wing. Swings it around to Ron Holland from the corner for 3. No good. Paul Reed comes up with the rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Javonte Green. Swings it around to Karis LeVert, who's working on Kyle Kuzma. LeVert kicks it back off to Jaden Ivey. Ivey from the left wing. He's going to get called for a double dribble, though. And the Pistons are going to turn this basketball over. All right. Pistons 29, Bucks 22. A minute left to play here in the first quarter. Appreciate you guys all being here. Like and subscribe if you guys need. Let me know which team you guys are rooting for. Bucks, Pistons. Pistons have 6 turnovers so far in this game. Bucks have 1. Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key working on Ron Holland. Kuzma sets the screen for Porter. Porter rolls off of it, kicks it back outside to Bobby Porter. Swings it right back to Porter for 3. No good. Boarded by Paul Reed. Pistons basketball back the other way. Jaden Ivey looking to push it, working on Kevin Porter Jr. Porter nearly steals it away. It's going to be off Porter, though. It's going to be Pistons basketball back the other way at the half court. 29 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Jaden Ivey, Karis LeVert, Javonte Green, Paul Reed, and Ron Holland on the floor for the Pistons right now. Karis LeVert kicks it back to Ron Holland. Ron Holland looking to drive baseline inside to Paul Reed. Left-handed layup is no good. Gets his own rebound. Tried to put it back up, though. It's blocked by Bobby Portis. Jaden Ivey tried to steal it. He's going to get called for a foul, though, diving for the loose ball. It's going to be Bucks basketball coming back the other way here with 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. So a foul called on Jaden Ivey, just trying to do a little bit too much there, trying to dive for the loose ball. It's going to be Bucks basketball coming back the other way here. Jaden Ivey actually checks out of the game here for the Pistons. 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bucks looking to inbound here. Gary Harris dishes it back inside to Kevin Porter at the top of the key, who's working on Asar Thompson. 5 seconds left to play. Porter swings it around to Kuzma. Top of the key for 3. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. Going to be end of the first quarter. Pistons take a 7-point lead here heading into the second quarter. Commercial break underway as well. So Pistons find their groove here. Again, start of a little bit of a shaky start for the Pistons. Couldn't really find their rhythm. They do knock down some shots. They went on that 11-0 run for the Pistons late in the first quarter there, which really propelled them to the 7-point lead that they have going into the second quarter. So, again, Pistons have got to put foot on the gas and see if they can make something happen here moving down the stretch. Give you guys some stats right now. Miles Turner has 12 points. Cade's leading the way for the Pistons. He's got 8 points. Asar Thompson's got 5 points and 3 boards. Some other scores around the league right now, guys. Hawks are up 65-48 over the Washington Wizards with a minute left to play in the first half. Cavs have a 6-point lead over the Warriors at the end of the first quarter right now. Let's see what else we got here. Nets took down the Pelicans earlier in this one, 119-101. Give you guys some football action as well. Texas Tech won the Big 12 championship, 34-7 over BYU. Georgia dominated Bama today in the SEC title game, 28-7. You got Duke, Virginia later for the ACC championship game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like, if you get an upset in, like, the conference title games, like, if Duke makes the playoff, you would have the ACC champ in there, and they're unranked with 5 losses. It would be weird to see if that ever happened. But that's the thing I don't really like about that is, like, some of these teams, I mean, are they really part of the best 12 teams in college football, or are they really just giving it to the team that won their conference title game? I don't know if that's actually worthy of giving him a spot or not, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, back to basketball, though. First quarter is almost over with. Coming back here to the second quarter, Pistons have a 7-point lead here, 29-22 basketball game. Bucks are without AJ Green, and of course, no Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think that's how you say his last name. I just call him the Greek Freak. Look, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with what Giannis does. He does have a championship under his belt. He has an MVP under his belt, and he's given Milwaukee a lot over the years, but at the same time, he's getting towards the back end of his prime. And do you consider, if you're the Bucks, if somebody offers you 4 or 5 first-round picks, do you take it? Do you trade Giannis? Do you keep him for life as a Buck? I mean, you're going to probably retire his number, maybe build a statue. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with what Giannis's future looks like in Milwaukee. So coming back from commercial break here, 29-22 basketball game. Pistons are up by 7. Back the other way, Ryan Rollins with the basketball working on Ron Holland at the top of the key. 12 minutes left to play in the second quarter. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Gary Harris. It's going to be a moving screen called. Working on Ron Holland. So Bucks turn it over here. Pistons basketball come back the other way. 29-22 basketball game. Pistons looking to add some more fuel to the fire here down the stretch. Gary Harris is going to get called for the foul here. Gary Harris has been on a bunch of different teams throughout his career in the NBA. It's going to be out of bounds off the Pistons. A turnover here. Bad pass from Javonte Green trying to get it to Duncan Robinson on the corner. It's going to be Bucks basketball back the other way. So Ryan Rollins working on Ron Holland at the top of the key here. Nearly lost it. Gets it back, though. Kicks it back to Bobby Portis. Back to Ryan Rollins at the top of the key. Rollins swings it around to Portis, who kicks it around to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma working, driving right to his baseline. It's going to be a bucket, count the foul. What a shot from Kyle Kuzma. He went coast to coast. Duncan Robinson is going to get called for a blocking foul. And Kyle Kuzma is going to have a chance to knock down the old-fashioned three-point play coming up here. I don't see Ivy as a primary ball handler. Him and Dennis and Paul should platoon. Jenkins and Paul could run a lot of the same plays as Cade and Durham. Yeah, and, we're really banking on Jaden Ivey being the core piece, kind of like the Robin to Cade's Batman. I really like Jaden Ivey. Really haven't seen a whole lot of him ever since he came off of that injury. I hope he can get back to like a 15, 16 points per game score, gets back into the starting rotation. But listen, like when you have Duncan Robinson now, Jaden Ivey's going to be coming off the bench for the moment. So Kyle Kuzma's going to go to the free throw line here. We got a commercial break coming up here as well here. The refs actually might take a look at this. Pistons actually might challenge here to see if it was actually a blocking foul or a charge foul. I think JB Bickerstaff is actually challenging this here, so we'll see what happens with the challenge call coming up. Got to make sure my timeouts are right. There we go. So Bucks have used 1 timeout. Pistons have 2. So yeah, good stuff here. Yeah, so the Pistons are going to be calling a timeout. They're going to see what this play actually is while Kyle Kuzma goes to the free throw line here coming up. But yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the Pistons schedule for the month of December, it looks pretty promising. Pistons are 18-5 right now. You got a week off, and then you got the Hawks at home for a Friday night game at Little Caesars Arena. Then you go to Boston. Then you got the Mavericks, the Hornets, the Blazers. Then you got West Coast action with like the Kings, the Jazz, the Clippers, and the Lakers to kind of close out the year. So you're going to start to get a little bit of a mixture of West Coast teams at the end of December for the Pistons. But we've been pretty much dominant so far the first couple months of the season right now. Again, it just goes to show how much depth this Pistons team has. I mean, granted, we literally were missing our entire starting 5 for like a good 1-2 week stretch a month ago. And Paul Reed, Dennis Jenkins, Duncan Robinson, Karis LeVert, Isaiah Stewart, guys like that have stepped up huge for the Pistons off the bench. And again, it's going to be really interesting to see if Trajan Langdon makes a move at the deadline in February, a couple months away. Again, you got to be really careful, though, with dishing out first-round picks because is it really worth it to give out your whole future for one guy? It sometimes has worked out in the past for other teams. They've won titles because of it, and sometimes it crashes and burns over and over and over again. So got to be careful if you're dealing out draft picks because that is the future of your team. So you can't get too crazy. So Pistons challenge here. they will lose the challenge. It is going to be called a blocking foul on Duncan Robinson. So Kyle Kuzma is going to be going to the free throw line here to try and knock down the three-point play. Duncan Robinson, he was kind of moving his feet a little bit. Kuzma went over him. Right-handed layup is good. So Kyle Kuzma is going to try and make this a 4-point game here with 11:29 left to play in the second quarter. Kyle Kuzma puts up a shot. He gets it to go. 29-25 basketball game. Jaden Ivey looking to push it here for the Detroit Pistons. It's Paul Reed, Ron Holland, Ivey, Duncan Robinson, and Ron Holland. So second unit here for the Pistons. Bucks are kind of mixing a little bit of their starters in as well with this rotation that they got here. Duncan Robinson swinging around here to Javonte Green. Ends up in Ivey's hands. Try to get it backdoor to Paul Reed. Stolen away by Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma going coast to coast, left-handed layup. It is no good, but it's going to be, I believe, a foul call on the Pistons. And Kyle Kuzma, I believe, is going to go to the free throw line once again. Pistons have 8 turnovers so far in the first half. Milwaukee only has 1. So, again, turnover battle is huge in the NBA. If you can limit your turnovers, you're going to win basketball games. Kyle Kuzma, in his career against the Pistons, he's averaging 19 points and 6 boards a game, and he's shooting nearly 50% from the field. So he has been on a clinic his whole career against Detroit. He knocks down the first free throw here. Pistons 29, Milwaukee 26. I'm a fan of Kyle Kuzma, though. I remember when the Lakers got him. You know, he was balling out with LA for a bit, and then he got traded around a bunch of different teams, ended up in Milwaukee. So good to see Kyle Kuzma doing well. From Flint, Michigan, too, by the way. So shout out Kyle Kuzma. Had a pretty good career at Utah as well. Ivey swings it around here to Duncan Robinson, gets it back to Ivey. Ron Holland working inside Javonte Green. Stolen away again by Kyle Kuzma. It's going to be a foul, though, called on, I believe, Paul Reed, trying to stop the fast break. So Paul Reed gets called for the foul here. Pistons 29, Bucks 27. Bucks are on a little bit of a run here right now to start this second quarter. So interesting to see what happens here moving down the stretch. 10:50 left to play in the second quarter. Ryan Rollins at the top of the key. Nearly stolen away by Paul Reed. Gets it back to Bobby Portis on the left wing. Looking for the open man here. Kicks it back to Kuzma at the top of the key, who's working on Javonte Green. Ryan Rollins looking to set the screen along with Gary Harris. Kyle Kuzma, spin around jump shot is good. What a shot from Kyle Kuzma. We got a tie basketball game. 29-29 game here. Bucks are on a 7-0 run the last minute of this game, man. Jaden Ivey looking to go to work here against the Bucks, looking for a basket. Inside to Paul Reed, backdoor cut to Javonte Green for the slam. Nice backdoor cut pass from Paul Reed. Finds Javonte Green for the slam. 31-29, Pistons take a 2-point lead. Bobby Portis working inside, right-handed floater is off the mark, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Pistons looking to push it here back the other way. Duncan Robinson inside to Paul Reed. Misses the dunk, but he's going to get fouled, though. And Paul Reed's going to go to the free throw line here to knock down some free throws for the Pistons. 9:53 left to play in the second quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like and subscribe. If this is your first time here, welcome, 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 guys. We're going to be trying to do as many Pistons basketball games as we can throughout the season. I cannot wait for the postseason. It's going to be so cool to call those Pistons playoff games. Again, assuming we stay healthy, we should be a lock for a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference this year. Paul Reed misses the first free throw. Pistons 31, Bucks 29. Cade comes back into the basketball game for the Detroit Pistons. Jaden Ivey steps out for a breather here on the bench. 31-29 basketball game, 9:53 left to play in the second quarter. Paul Reed at the free throw line. Second free throw on the way. It is up and no good. Paul Reed misses both free throws, boarded by Kyle Kuzma. Ryan Rollins looking to push it here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kicks it back outside to Bobby Portis. Swings it around to Ryan Rollins for 3 from the right wing. No good. Boarded by Paul Reed. Cade to full court. Cade with the basketball. Working on Ryan Rollins. Sorry about that, guys. We lost internet for like 10 seconds. I think we're back now. My apologies. Sometimes it's hotel Wi-Fi. It's a little bit suspicious, but I believe we're back. Can you give me a thumbs up in the chat, guys, if we're back? I think we're back. We lost connection for like 10 seconds. Sorry if the Wi-Fi goes in and out. It's not the best here in Mexico from this hotel Wi-Fi for the upload speed, but I think we're back here. Somebody could give me a thumbs up in the chat. That'd be great. Kyle Kuzma off the mark here. So Kyle Kuzma at the free throw line here. Bucks are in the bonus here. 9:23 left to play in the second quarter. Yeah, Hook, I got you, buddy. 1 second, dude. This is the YouTube right there for you. There you go, my friend. All right. Kyle Kuzma at the free throw line here looking to put something in for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kuzma knocks down the second free throw, so they do get one here, so pretty freaking fantastic. We're good? We're good? Okay, sounds good. Sorry about that, guys. We lost internet for like 10 seconds. What's up, BD? How you doing, buddy? Cade working inside, off the rim here, boarded by Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma looking to push it here from the Milwaukee Bucks. Stolen away by Javonte Green. Javonte Green working on the other end. 3-on-2. Paul Reed working inside. Slams it home. My bad. It's Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren checks into the game here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren slams it home here. I didn't realize the Pistons made a substitution. I was looking at my internet right there for a second. Bobby Portis swings it around here to Ryan Rollins on the left wing. Rollins driving baseline. Right-handed floater. It is no good. Put up back and in, though, by Gary Harris. 33-32 basketball game. Bucks are in the bonus with 8:40 left to play in the second quarter. Cade looking to dish it back outside here to Javonte Green, working inside of Jalen Duren, who's working on Bobby Portis on the inside. Kicks it back to Cade. Cade working inside here. Left-handed layup. It is off the mark, but he gets fouled, though. It's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Rollins, and Cade's going to go to the free throw line here. So 33-32 basketball game. Pistons are up by 1. Cade's going to go to the free throw line here and try and make this a 3-point game. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party, folks. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes, again, it's hotel Wi-Fi, so it comes and goes every now and then. It was pretty good last night. We kind of got interrupted a little bit towards the end there. Cade hits the first free throw. 34-32 basketball game. Asar Thompson checks into the game here for the Pistons. 8:20 left to play in the second quarter. Bucks have their starters back out here as well, so they're trying to make this a competitive second quarter here along with Gary Trent. Cunningham had 29 points, 9 assists, and 3 steals last night against the Blazers. Cunningham knocks down the second free throw. 3-point basketball game. I'm surprised the refs' whistles still work together after last night. I know, right, BD? It was a crazy game yesterday. Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key working on Asar Thompson. Porter drives to his left, kicks it back outside to Gary Trent Jr. working inside. Right-handed floater is no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts it back up and in. 1-point basketball game. 35-34. Bucks down by 1 with 8 minutes left here. Duncan Robinson from the right wing. Thought about a 3. Kicks it back to Cade. Cade working on Kevin Porter Jr. Cade with the basketball. Kicks it back off to Asar Thompson from the corner. Asar Thompson working inside, right-handed jump shot. It is good. Nice shot from Asar Thompson. 37-34 basketball game, and they're going to count a foul on that as well. So count the bucket and the foul for Asar Thompson. 37-34 basketball game here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party, folks. Hopefully you guys are all doing amazing. Like the live stream, guys. And we are here ready to rock and roll here. 37-34 basketball game. Asar Thompson looking for the 3-point play. Misses it off the rim here. Jalen Duren almost had the rebound here. Kevin Porter tries to save it. I believe it's going to be a foul called, though, on Asar Thompson coming back the other way. So a 3-point basketball game here. Bucks down by 3. Duren's going to get called for the foul. My bad. Yeah, Tobias is hurt right now. JB Bickerstaff, he actually took a shot in the right thigh from Kevin Porter Jr. trying to save the basketball, so hopefully JB Bickerstaff is okay. So Kevin Porter Jr. is going to go to the free throw line here to try and knock down some free throws. 7:45 left to play here in the first half. Porter trying to make it a 1-point game here. Porter at the top of the key, hits the first free throw, 37-35 basketball game. Kyle Kuzma, Gary Harris on the bench here, talking with Doc Rivers, trying to go over their game plan to try and stop this Pistons offense right now. 7:46 left to play in the first half. Pistons 37, Bucks 35. Porter, second free throw on the way, is up and in. 37-36 basketball game with 7:45 left to play in the first half. Pistons looking to push it here back the other way. Asar Thompson working inside to Cade for the mid-range jump shot. It is good. Gets the friendly shooter's roll. 39-36 basketball game. 7:30 left to play in the first half. Kevin Porter with the basketball. Gets it back at the top of the key. Swings around to Miles Turner. Thought about a three. Working outside to Gary Trent Jr. Trent working on Cade. Mid-range jump shot from the free throw line is no good. Boarded by Jericho Sims. Sims working on Jalen Duren. Kicks it back outside to Miles Turner. Swings it around here. Working inside, going coast to coast. It's going to be a turnover, though, I believe, from a moving screen called on Milwaukee. So it's going to be a turnover for the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Pistons get it back here, come back down the stretch. Pistons 39, Milwaukee 36. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Like and subscribe, guys, if you guys are new. Every now and then, sometimes my internet from the hotel Wi-Fi will occasionally drop for whatever reason, but it looks like we're back, though, so appreciate you guys all tuning in, man. What's going on, everyone? Jalen Duren with the basketball on the right wing. Kicks it back outside to Cade Cunningham. Cade at the top of the key, working on Jericho Sims. Thought about a three, dishes it back to Asar, gives it right back to Cade. Cade working on Gary Trent Jr. Cade from the right wing. Kicks it back, backdoor cut pass. Isaiah Stewart's going to get called for a shooting foul. He's going to go to the free throw line here. Nice backdoor find from Cade to find Isaiah Stewart underneath the rim. It's going to be a foul called on Miles Turner. Isaiah Stewart is going to be going to the free throw line to try and knock down these free throws. Beef Stew is averaging 10.6 boards this season. He's actually shooting 39% from three. Now, he doesn't take a lot of three-point shots, but hey, 39% from three is pretty good. 40-36 basketball game. 6:51 left to play here in the first half. Isaiah Stewart looking to knock down the second free throw here for the Detroit Pistons. Isaiah Stewart, second free throw on the way. It is up and in. 41-36 basketball game. Asar Thompson working on Kevin Porter Jr. on the other way. Porter working inside. Stolen away by Asar Thompson. It's a 3-on-1 for the Pistons. Duncan Robinson working inside. Right-handed floater. It is good. Tough shot from Duncan Robinson. 43-36 basketball game. Both teams are in the bonus here with 6:30 left to play in the first half. Kevin Porter Jr. with the basketball on the top of the key here. Tries to swing it around here, back outside to Miles Turner. Swings it around to Kevin Porter on the left wing for three is good. Huge shot from Kevin Porter. That's a big-time shot for the Milwaukee Bucks to try and stop the bleeding here for the Bucks here down the stretch. Porter thought he might have gotten fouled on that three-point attempt. He's kind of chirping with the ref there down the left. So Porter's got 10 points, a couple of steals in this game so far. Big part of the Bucks if they're going to win this basketball game. Cade with the basketball. Andre Jackson is working on Cade here. Cade trying to work on Andre Jackson, working inside mid-range jump shot. It is good. Nice shot from Cade. 45-39 basketball game. 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Porter Jr. working on the right wing, working on Cade. Porter from baseline. Kicks it back to Miles Turner. Top of the key for three. No good. Off the mark. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Pistons get it back the other way here. Asar Thompson on the left wing. Kicks it back outside Jalen Duren, who gets it back to Cade. Cade thought about a three. Duren sets a screen for Cade. Cade working on Jackson on the right wing. Duren sets the screen again for Cade. Cade rolls off to Jericho Sims. Cade, top of the key. Mid-range jump shot. He's going to be kicking it back off to Isaiah Stewart. They got to get it off here. Not going to get it off. Shot clock violation. Good defense from the Milwaukee Bucks there. So a turnover for the Pistons with about 5:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Pistons try to set a couple screens there for Cade. Just never really worked out. And looks like we got a commercial break coming up here for Pistons and Bucks here down the stretch here. So 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Yeah, 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Bucks have used a timeout here. So a 6-point basketball game down the stretch. Nice defense from the Bucks there towards the stretch there for a shot clock violation. Live spread right now is still Pistons are 11.5-point favorite, which I still think is way too high. Cade's got 14 points, 5 assists, a couple boards in this game for the Detroit Pistons. Duncan Robinson, he's got 5 points with a rebound. Beef Stew, 4 points and a board. Jalen Duren, he does have 2 points with 5 rebounds. Got to get Duren more involved. Asar Thompson, 7 points, 3 boards in this game. And for the Milwaukee Bucks right now, it's a tie between Kyle Kuzma and Miles Turner. They both have 12 points in this game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Like the live stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Welcome to the party, folks. Hopefully, the internet does not cut out anymore. Sometimes it comes and goes. Again, there's download speed and there's upload speed. The upload speed is what we care about for streaming. So every now and then it might start to cut out here and there. But if you guys are new, like I said, welcome. We're going to be trying to do as many Pistons games as we can this year. Occasionally we'll do some Lions games as well. So big stretch of basketball for the Pistons for the rest of December. Here you got West Coast conferences coming in here. You got the Lakers and the Clippers at the end of the month. You got the Blazers, the Kings. Some late starts to the end of the season for the Pistons for like Monday and Tuesday night. I think you got like the Jazz on the West Coast as well. So it's going to be interesting. Like, West Coast teams are pretty good, especially, like the Lakers, who we're going to be facing at the end of the month. Again, the argument is like, well, the Detroit Pistons are the 1 seed because they've had one of the easiest schedules. Well, that might be true. At the end of the day, though, you got to remember that Pistons won like 4 or 5 games in a row with third-string players playing for them when our entire starting 5 was injured. So, yes, they've had a favorable schedule, but listen, every NBA basketball game, just like any other pro sport, these guys are all professionals. So it can go anybody's way. There's never a guaranteed lock for a win on any given night. You saw what happened last night. I mean, the Pistons almost blew it against the Trailblazers last night. And the Trailblazers are, having their struggles, but again, leads can disappear very quickly in the NBA with a couple three-point shots, and it is game over. So coming back from commercial break here, Pistons have a 6-point lead here over the Milwaukee Bucks. 5:20 left to play in the first half here. Bucks looking to cut down the deficit here. 6-point basketball game. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. All right, so we got Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key working on Asar Thompson. Jackson sets the screen for Porter. Porter rolls off it. Right-handed layup is good. Tough shot from Kevin Porter Jr. 45-41 basketball game here. 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Pistons looking to push it down the stretch here. K with the basketball. Swings it around to... he keeps it himself. Switches back. There he finally goes. Gets it back to Isaiah Stewart. Gets it back to Cade in the right wing. Cade looking to go to work here on Sims. Backdoor pass from Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart, left-handed layup is good. Tough shot from Isaiah Stewart working inside. 47-41. Porter Jr. would be nice, BD, on this team. Yeah, that'd be a really interesting player. Porter Jr. working on the left wing here. Switches around here to Gary Trent. Trent for the shot. It's going to be no good. He gets called for a foul in the air, though, so Trent's going to be shooting some free throws. That's going to be called on Karis LeVert. So it's going to be free throws here for the Milwaukee Bucks moving down the stretch. 47-41 basketball game. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Gary Trent Jr. knocks down the first free throw here. 47-42 basketball game. Kyle Kuzma checks back into the game here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, teams have been getting in foul trouble early, both the Pistons and the Bucks. But yeah, a lot of early bonuses before the quarter is over with. So I agree with you, BD. All right. Cade with the basketball on the right wing, working on Gary Trent Jr. Switches around here to Karis LeVert, who's working on Kyle Kuzma. LeVert thought about a three, kicks it back to Isaiah Stewart for 3 from the corner, hits it to go. How about Beef Stew from the corner? Hits it to go. 50-43 basketball game. Isaiah Stewart celebrating down the floor here. Pistons are 7 for 13 from the three-point line here in this game. That's pretty good. Gary Trent Jr., step back 3 over K from the left wing. No good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. And the Pistons get the basketball back the other way. Karis LeVert on the right wing. LeVert going to work here on Kyle Kuzma. Dishes it back to Cade, who's working on Gary Trent on the left post. Cade working inside. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Cade claimed he got fouled by Gary Trent Jr. I think it goes off of Gary Trent Jr., though, so it's going to stay here with the Pistons. 50-43 basketball game. Isaiah Stewart, like I say, doesn't take many threes, but that was a big-time shot here. Cade nearly turns it over, gets it back up to Isaiah Stewart at the top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kevin Porter Jr. steals it away, going coast to coast for the slam. Nice steal and bucket for Kevin Porter Jr. 50-45 basketball game. Caris LeVert at the top of the key. Bucks have 17 points off turnovers so far in this game. Cade at the top of the key, kicks it back inside to Ausar Thompson. Mid-range jump shot is good. Nice mid-range J from Ausar Thompson. What's going on, Martin? How you doing, buddy? Bucks are wearing their all-white uniforms. Pistons are wearing their all-blue uniforms. Cade gets a nice charge coming back the other way, so it's going to be a turnover for the Milwaukee Bucks. Cade set his feet. Kyle Kuzma ran right over Cade. Got to be careful, though. We need Cade trying not to break anything as he takes a charge coming down the floor here. Kyle Kuzma is going to be called for a technical foul. He did not agree with that charging call that Cade worked on him, so it's going to be a technical foul called on Kyle Kuzma. Doc Rivers is upset on the sidelines. He can't believe it. So Cade's going to be shooting the technical foul free throw on the other end. Cade knocks it in. 53-45 basketball game. 3:04 left to play in the first half. Ausar Thompson, man, if he can develop that mid-range jump shot, watch out. Ausar Thompson is a gem. We got to do everything in our power to keep him long-term, which Trajan probably will. Ausar Thompson, closing at the end of his rookie deal, so we're going to probably give him an extension soon. Ivy's still a question mark. We'll probably pay him, but we'll see what happens. Caris LeVert switches it back around here to Isaiah Stewart. Thought about a three. Beef Stew working inside here. Right-handed floater. It is no good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Puts it back up. No good here. It's going to be, I believe, Pistons basketball staying here on the floor. Oh my gosh, BD. He's already athletic enough to where he can get so high off the ground. He's one of the best defenders in the NBA. If he can develop a jump shot, he's Kawhi 2.0. Beef Stew working inside here. Right-handed layup is good. How about Isaiah Stewart? 55-45 basketball game. Isaiah Stewart is hard to defend on the block. He'll put up a shot, and he'll usually make those little baby right-hand hook shots over defenders. Bucks on the left baseline here. Kicks it back around to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. working inside. Right-handed layup is good. Tough shot from Gary Trent Jr. Knocks it in. 8-point basketball game. 2:15 left to play here in the first half. Ausar Thompson on the right wing here. Thought about a three. Kicks it back outside to Caris LeVert. LeVert dishes it inside to Jalen Duren, who's working on Miles Turner. Turner nearly lost it, tried to save it. Lollipop pass to Cade at the top of the key. Cade has to hurry up a shot here. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. Turns it over. Kevin Porter Jr. nearly lost it. It's going to get back, though, to Kevin Porter. Going coast to coast. Kicks it back outside to Gary Trent. Wide open for three on the right wing. No good. Boarded by Ausar Thompson. Ausar with the basketball back the other way. Ausar kicks it back inside to Isaiah Stewart. It's going to be a foul called on Miles Turner, and Isaiah Stewart is going to go to the free throw line here and knock down some free throws. Pistons 55, Bucks 47. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream tonight. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. We're going to be trying to do as many Pistons basketball games as we can this year. Pistons have a week off, and then they get back and play the Hawks next Friday. Stewart knocks down the first free throw. 56-47 basketball game. 1:38 left to play here in the first half. Duncan Robinson checks into the game here for the Pistons. Cade sits out for a breather. I think he's done for the half. Isaiah Stewart at the free throw line here. Knocks down the second free throw. 57-47 basketball game. 10-point lead for the Pistons. 1:35 left to play here in the first half. Kevin Porter Jr. with the basketball. Swings it around here to Bobby Portis. Wide open three at the top of the key. And can't get it to go. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Ausar Thompson back the other way for the Pistons. Ausar kicks it around to Duncan Robinson. Duncan swings it back around to Ausar. Ausar backdoor cut to Caris LeVert. It's going to be a foul call, though, on the Milwaukee Bucks before the shot. What's up, Nolan? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you, dude. So I just started recently doing these Pistons games. I want to say about a month and a half ago. I've done some other work for my other live streams, like some of my other YouTube channels, but this is like my first time ever really doing play-by-play commentary. Caris LeVert knocks down the first free throw. 58-47 basketball game. What's up, Dakota? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Thunder are crazy, dude. They're 22-1 right now. If they stay healthy, I don't see why they wouldn't come out of the West again. Karis LeVert knocks down both free throws, 59-47 basketball game. Bucks looking to push it here up the floor. Kevin Porter Jr. trying to set up the offense here. Gary Trent Jr. set the screen. Trent rolls off of it, working on Karis LeVert. Top of the key, rolls off of it. Porter Jr. trying to find the open man here. Swings it around to Gary Trent on the left wing. Try to get it over Beef Stew. No good. Back to Kevin Porter Jr. Right-handed layup is good. Count the bucket and the foul. What a shot from Kevin Porter Jr. He went for a fadeaway jump shot, went into the defender, and it's going to be a foul call on the Pistons, and Porter Jr. is going to go to the free throw line. So nice shot from Porter. That was a tough shot. He kind of leaned for a right-handed layup. LeVert tried to set a charge. He kind of leaned into him. He goes at LeVert and knocks down the bucket and the foul. Porter's got 16 points so far in the first half. He's an animal. 16 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Misses the first free throw. It's going to be staying here, though, with the Bucks, I want to say. Yeah, no Giannis tonight, no AJ Green. Only reason why Milwaukee's in this game is because of our turnovers. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Pistons 49, Bucks 49. Bobby Portis Jr. goes right back to the free throw line here. Bobby Portis, first free throw on the way. It is no good. Appreciate you, Nolan. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate you, Nolan. 56 seconds left to play here in the first half. Bobby Portis, he's got a point and 2 assists. He's 0 for 6 from the field so far. He's having a rough night so far. Misses both free throws here. Jalen Duren with the rebound. Karis LeVert with the basketball back the other way for the Pistons. LeVert working on Gary Trent Jr. Swings it around to Duncan Robinson. Robinson trying to make something happen here. It's going to be called for an offensive foul on Duncan Robinson. He kind of bumped Porter Jr. there. Kind of a little bit of an acting job from Porter. It's going to be called for an offensive foul on Duncan Robinson. They might actually review this to see if it's a flagrant foul. Robinson was in like the 3-step approach or the pivot where he's kind of like trying to move the basketball. He knocked over Porter. I'm surprised they aren't looking at that for a flagrant foul. He kind of elbowed him right in the face. Porter Jr. from the left wing hits it to go. What a shot from Kevin Porter Jr. He is an animal in this first half right now for the Bucks. 59-52 basketball game. Pistons up by 7 here. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Welcome to the show, folks. Asar working to Jalen Duren for the lob. Kicks it back to Isaiah Stewart from the corner for 3. No good. Boarded by Duncan Robinson. I believe it's going to stay here with the Pistons. 18 seconds left to play in the first half. So, I think Bobby Portis is going to get called for a foul, actually. Duncan kind of leaned into him. So I think Duncan's going to go to the free throw line here. He is. Pistons up by 7 with 15 seconds left in the first half. Duncan at the free throw line. He hits the first free throw. 60-52 basketball game. Pistons go up by 8, trying to make it a 9-point game here for their final possession in the first half. Because I think the Bucks are probably going to hold it for the final shot here if I would have had to guess. Duncan Robinson at the free throw line here. The offensive rating this season for the Pistons, with and without Duncan on the floor, is a whole other world. Pistons go up by 9. Duncan Robinson hits both free throws. Kevin Porter Jr. with the basketball. He's been a man on a mission this entire night for the Bucks so far. He's been having a great first half. Porter Jr. on the left wing. 5 seconds left to play. Kicks it back outside to Gary Trent for 3. Hits it to go. Huge shot from Gary Trent Jr. 2 seconds left to play in the first half. And I believe the Pistons... Oh, did he get fouled? I think he got fouled on that attempt. Wow. So Gary Trent Jr. is going to go to the free throw line and try and knock down the 4-point play. Remember, Bobby Portis and Isaiah Stewart were going at it on the Wednesday game. Isaiah Stewart actually picked up double technical fouls in within 3 minutes of each other, and they are going at it once again here. Not actually as hard as they were on the Wednesday game, but they're definitely showing some little drama going on here. So Bobby Portis is going to go to the free throw line here. It was underneath the basket, so the basket counts, and Bobby Portis is going to shoot the free throw here So he gets it to go. 61-56 basketball game. 2 seconds left to play. Asar Thompson from half court. Off the rim, no good. He's hit one of those before against the Celtics. We got halftime break underway here. Pistons 61, Bucks 56 here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party, folks. Give you guys some stats here at the halftime break, guys. Again, you're going to have to hear me talk about nonsense until the third quarter begins here. I cannot wait until halftime shows are over with because I never really know what to say here. I mean, I'll give you guys some stats here, but I'm more of a play-by-play guy, not really an analysis guy. Isaiah Stewart, 13 points tonight. He's having a great first half for the Detroit Pistons. Give you guys some other scores around the league here. Hawks have a 91-79 lead over the Washington Wizards. It's about 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Warriors up by 9 over the Cavs, 45-36 at the half. Pistons obviously 61-56 at the halftime break. Kings 45, Heat 37. They're up by 8 with 9 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Clippers have a 12-point lead over the Timberwolves in the second quarter, and Mavericks and Rockets just started. Mavericks are up by 7, 9-2. So, good stuff from the Pistons so far in this half. Again, Bucks, they don't have A.J. Green, their best three-point shooter. One of the best three-point shooters in the NBA right now. He's out with an injury, so is Giannis. But yeah, I mean, Kevin Porter Jr., he's got 20 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds in the first half for the Milwaukee Bucks. So, again, he's been very, very well against the Pistons so far in this game so far. Kyle Kuzma, 12 points. Turner, 12 points. Gary Harris has 2 points off the bench here. Gary Trent Jr., he's got three baskets, 9 points in this one for the Bucks. Cade leading the way for the Pistons here. He's got 15 points, 4 boards, 7 assists, a couple turnovers. Again, that's something that Cade has to kind of work on. If there was, like, you know, the Achilles heel in his game, I would say, is the turnover. I think he's got to clean that up, especially down the stretch, because there's been certain situations, like, you know, last time we were in Boston, you know, a crucial mistake, crucial turnover where, you know, he kind of cost the Pistons that game. But again, you know, everybody likes to point the finger at somebody. Everybody likes to do that, right? You know, whether it's a missed shot or a turnover or, you know, everybody looks at the last thing that happened in the game and everybody points to that player. Well, there's been also several instances where we either turned it over, missed a shot, couldn't rebound, couldn't defend. There was one point, I think it was the Magic or the Celtics. We gave up like 3 offensive rebounds back to back to back to back. We couldn't buy a defensive rebound to save our lives, and that's how the Celtics or the Magic won that game, or whoever it was. But, yeah, I think Tobias is just kind of sitting out tonight for precautionary measures. I mean, he was fine last night against the Blazers, but some precautionary the Pistons are kind of approaching him as. But, yeah, again, you know, he's kind of the uncle on this team, you know, that veteran presence that, you know, he's been solid for us down the stretch so far. He can have a mid-range jump shot every now and then. He can knock down some threes. His post game is pretty good as well. His mid-range game is pretty solid. But Tobias Harris is going to be a big part of this Pistons' success moving forward down the stretch here. But, as far as Jaden Ivey goes, like, it's in his final year of his rookie deal. Same with Jalen Duren, right? We're going to probably pay Jalen Duren a lot of money, give him another 4-year deal, kind of how we did with Cade. Not as much as Cade, but he'll probably get a nice extension. I was actually kind of thinking about this, you know, that Jaden Ivey injury might be a blessing in disguise because he's not really at 100% right now. He's kind of working off the bench. He was more of a starter last year for the Pistons before he got injured. Coming off the bench as a 6-man role, which I kind of like that for the Pistons, you know, a 6-man presence for Jaden Ivey coming off the bench, that, you know, spark plug energy that he and Ron Allen can give the Pistons offense throughout basketball games. We might get Jaden Ivey on a cheaper deal had he would have been healthy and been balling out. You see what I'm saying? So we know what Jaden Ivey's capable of, and I think Trajan Langdon realizes, like, listen, we're going to keep you in Detroit. We can't really give you as much as what you were wanting to get because you had that injury last year, but we'll give you this contract, you know, for a 2, 3, 4-year deal, whatever it is. And Jaden Ivey might be upset, and he'd be like, all right, I'll take it, and I'll prove you guys wrong. And he might just go crazy on a cheaper deal for the Pistons. So something to monitor and something to watch out for. But again, the sky's the limit for this team in the Eastern Conference. You're taking a look at the standings right now. Pistons are leading the way. They're 18-5 on the season so far. Knicks are right behind the Pistons. They're 15-7. You got the Raptors as the 3 seed right now. The Magic are creeping up. They keep rising to the occasion. They're 14-9. Same with Boston and Miami. That's like a 3-way tie for the 4 seed right now. Then you got teams like Philly, Cleveland, Atlanta, and then Milwaukee's at the 10 spot right now. So, you're not going to deal with, the juggernauts of Boston because Tatum's going to be missing the whole season for an injury. I think the Magic are starting to finally find their groove in the Eastern Conference. I mean, that's a legit trio that you have with Paolo, Franz Wagner, Desmond Bane. Magic, I think, have something to be excited about for their future. And then the Knicks, I think it's the most pressure this season in the Eastern Conference, I think, is the New York Knicks, right? Like, you went out, you gave up a bunch of draft picks to get your guys, OG Anunoby, you paid Jalen Brunson, you got Karl Anthony Towns in that trade from the Timberwolves. This is like now or never for the New York Knicks. I can't really think of a better opportunity for them. If they don't get to a finals this year, I don't know what they do from here on out. They fired Thibodeau in the offseason. So the Knicks, I think, have the biggest pressure amongst every other team in the Eastern Conference. And here's the thing. What's great about the Pistons season so far this year, we're really playing with house money. I mean, nobody and their mothers thought that the Pistons would be the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference on December 6th. In the season. So, we got nothing to lose. We're going to just keep building our young core. Kay's going to work his way into eventually, I think, winning an MVP one day. I think he's a top 5 player in the world when healthy and on his game. And, you got one of the best young centers in Jalen Duren, along with one of the best rim protectors in Isaiah Stewart. Again, we're hoping to find that second elite scoring option. We're hoping it's Jaden Ivey eventually. Give him a couple more months. Maybe he might figure it out again. But again, he's been on a minute restriction because he isn't really a starter anymore. He's coming off the bench, with Duncan Robinson kind of taking over that 2-guard spot, essentially. Kind of stole Ivey's thunder. So, see what happens moving down the stretch here. Pistons at the halftime break. Pistons 61, Bucks 56. Pistons up by 5 here. The spread, again, was 12.5 before the tip-off started, which I think was way too high. But again, Kevin Porter Jr., he's been playing phenomenal so far in this game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Miles Turner can shoot it from the 3 as the stretch 5 for them. And then occasionally, Bobby Portis is one of those guys where he's either amazing or he sucks. He's never really in between. He'll either give you, crazy 3 after 3 after 3, or he'll just stink it up and he'll give you, what has he got right now? He's got 2 points in the first half, but he only has 10 minutes played, so can't really judge him quite just yet. But yeah, Cole Anthony hasn't checked into the game here for the Bucks. The first time the Pistons played the Bucks, he actually got some pretty good playing time. But Pistons are 50% from the 3-point line. That's pretty good so far. Disappointing Sparty fell out to the Duke at the end. It was such a great game. Yeah, I kind of heard about it, through the box score I had to watch here. A lot of Mexico, they block all the rights to a lot of sports channels here for some weird reason between them and the U.S. for, certain TV laws, I guess, or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, Duke's a top 5 team in the country. I mean, it was a back-and-forth game all the way through and through. And, one of those undefeated teams had to lose. It had to happen to be Sparty. But who knows? We might get revenge on them in March Madness. I think the Pistons can go over 121.5. Maybe. I mean, they're at 61 right now. That's literally right on the money right now for halfway through. So we'll see. If they start hitting some more threes, it goes back and forth. You never know down the stretch here. But it's been pretty competitive basketball games down the stretch for the Pistons. There hasn't really been any crazy blowouts this year from the Pistons. But again, they're leading the NBA with the most wins in single digits this season. I think they got 10 or 11 wins from single digits this year. So, yeah, something to keep an eye out, moving forward. But, yeah, Duncan Robinson, he stepped up huge for us last night. He knocked down some big-time threes in clutch situations for the Trailblazers. When we went to overtime against the Wizards, when Dennis Jenkins hit that crazy 3 from the corner, Duncan Robinson had some big-time threes in that game. So, It's going to come down to three-point shooting, floor spacing for Cade, but he needs to have shooters on the floor at all times. That's how Cade thrives in this offense. And we'll see what Trajan Lang does at the deadline. JLV, welcome from the Philippines. Appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, let me know in the chat. We're just kind of spitballing here until the second half starts here for the Pistons. But yeah, Cade's got 15, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Again, the thing I love about Cade's game is he always looks for his teammate first before himself. He reads the floor so well to where if nothing else is open, he'll take it himself, but he always looks for his teammates first to get the ball involved more with them. Whether it's Jalen Duren on the pick and roll, screen action, whether he finds Duncan Robinson on the corner for 3. He finds Isaiah Stewart, Ron Holland, whoever it is on the floor, he always looks for his teammates first. That's what I love about Cade's game. Because there's a lot of stars in the NBA where they're kind of selfish and they don't really get their teammates involved. But Cade has been doing phenomenally well. I think he's like top 5 in the NBA in assists right now per game. I want to say, let me take a look here. Yeah, Cade is, he's second in the NBA right now at 9.2 assists a game right now, which is phenomenal. You know, a lot of Jason Kidd in his game. Grant Hale. It's like if Grant Hale and Jason Kidd had a kid, that would be Cade Cunningham. I think he's becoming one of the best players in basketball, and we're so fortunate as Pistons fans to have him on our roster. You know, Bucks fans know how it feels to have a top 5 player in the world with Giannis. You guys won a championship with him, MVP winner with Giannis. And hopefully, Cade, he's 24 years old, still a lot of playing time left to him to be played. So we'll see. So there's like water fountains all around like this Mexico resort that we're at. Water's okay. It's not like crazy good, but it's best to get it cold because there is definitely a flavor in it. So, been having a sore throat the past couple days, so I've had like 50 cough drops the last 2 days, and I got some sunlight today by the pool, so hopefully good old vitamin D action will bring me back to 100%. But yeah, so Pistons have a week off. They got the NBA Cup next week, which I'm going to be a little bit sad because I'm not going to have any Pistons content to cover for a bit until the following Friday. But yeah, they got the Hawks, Celtics, Mavericks a couple weeks from now. Then you got the Hornets, and you got West Coast action with the Blazers, Kings, Jazz, Clippers, Lakers. They actually go on a 4-game road trip to close out the end of 2025 in Sacramento. They're in Portland December 22nd. Then they go to Sacramento back-to-back. Then they're at the Jazz, and then the Clippers and the Lakers. So, yeah, they got 5 straight games on the West Coast to close out the month of December. Bucks are shooting 40% from 3, down by 5. Pistons are out-rebounding and out-assisting the Bucks in the first half here. 2 minutes left before the halftime break is over with, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, complaints, let me know in the chat. But yeah, I cannot wait until the playoffs start. Playoffs are April, May, sometime around that range. But yeah, I mean, the Pistons are the 1 seed right now. It's crazy to say that. And hopefully we can kind of stay around that 1, 2, 3 seed line. I mean, you're going to have teams like, Boston in the mix, Magic, the Heat, Cleveland, I think, is going to get back under control, the Knicks. Raptors, I think, are a big surprise this year. They're 15-9. They're the 3 seed in the East. So a lot of teams that, can really shock everyone. But again, there really isn't a clear-cut path team in the Eastern Conference that you can say, yep, they're definitely going to the finals. It's hard to say. There's a lot of different teams. Whereas the West, you kind of have an idea of who's going. It's going to be between, Lakers, Nuggets, Thunder. Maybe the Spurs, but I think Victor's a couple years away. So, coming back here for the second half, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Welcome to the party, folks. Halftime break is over with here. Moving on here to the third quarter. Pistons have a 5-point lead here, trying to keep this rolling here down the stretch. Sidney Lowe, 29th season as an NBA coach. He's a Pistons assistant coach. He's been doing a great job here with JB Bickerstaff down the stretch. 61-56 basketball game. Welcome to the party, folks. You guys are going for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay, have fun. Hopefully the internet still holds up for you guys here. We had a little bit of an issue last time, but came back, though. So, 5-point basketball game. 61-56 here. Coming back to you guys from Mexico in my hotel room. Riviera Maya, I believe is what we're saying. I thought it was Cancun this whole time. I guess it's Riviera Maya. I guess we're going to Cancun on Monday. We're taking like a boat ride over there, so having fun. Here we go. Second half action underway here, guys. Thank God. It's like the longest 10 minutes ever. Kevin Porter Jr. swings it around here to Miles Turner, top of the key for three. No good. Boarded by Cade Cunningham, back the other way for the Pistons. Cade with the basketball, working on Kyle Kuzma. Cade gets it back inside Jalen Duren. Right-handed layup is good. Nice reverse spin move from Jalen Duren. He's 22 years old, man. Duren has such a bright future. 63-56 basketball game. Kevin Porter Jr. swings it around here to Ryan Rollins, who's working on Asar Thompson. Rollins working inside, kicks it back outside to Miles Turner, working on Isaiah Stewart. Turner trying to find the open man here. They got to get a shot off. It's going to be a travel called on Kyle Kuzma. He had to chuck it from half court with like a second left on the play clock. So, turnover for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pistons are looking to inbound it here. Asar Thompson working with Cade, pushing it back the other way for the Pistons. 7-point lead here with 11 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Duncan Robinson swings it around here to Asar Thompson. Asar working it inside on Miles Turner. Backdoor pass to Jalen Duren. Duren gets position and slams it home. What a shot. Dunk from Jalen Duren. Pistons are fired up. Cade loves it on the other end. And the Bucks have to take a timeout here with a commercial break underway. 65-56 basketball game. Asar Thompson feeds Jalen Duren, gets bodied, position underneath the basket against Miles Turner. Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart loves it. And Duren is a grown man. I don't know if you guys have seen Jalen Duren's physique. He is like a Greek god underneath the basket. Him and Isaiah Stewart are two guys you do not want to mess with. 65-56 basketball game. Pistons go up by 9 here. Love to see it, man. I forgot occasionally, every now and then, this hotel Wi-Fi, it operates on motion sensors. So every now and then, the light may go out. So we're going to see if that is still the case here. Moving down the stretch, I might have to kind of walk around to get some light back in here. But you guys really don't need to see my ugly face. All you need to hear is my voice. They say I have a face for radio. So, pretty freaking fantastic. Third quarter here, Pistons 65, Milwaukee 56. Pistons go up by 9 here to start the third quarter. Jalen Duren making his presence felt underneath the basket. Get a cough drop going here, man. You guys know like the feeling when you wake up from like a sore throat and you can just feel it? That totally sucks. That's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. So I've been having like 50 of these cough drops. Welcome to the party, folks. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. I have a face for radio. There you go. Pistons 65, Bucks 56. Pistons are up by 9 here. Early in the third quarter. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, let me know in the chat. Welcome to the show. BD says, how many pina coladas? You know what? I've actually lost count. Obviously, it's an all-inclusive resort here at Mexico, and you can kind of swim up to the bar. We've been at the pool like the last couple days, and I've had like strawberry daiquiris. They had like this frozen mango drink. Pina coladas were good. Oh man, how many pina coladas? If I had to count, I think I'm up to like 7 or 8 now, I think. There's going to be more tomorrow. They're all virgin pina coladas, by the way. I don't drink, guys. It was weird because the bartender accidentally put like alcohol in one of them, and I'm like, oh, I can definitely taste this. So, yeah, they're all virgin pina coladas. I don't drink, just don't really believe in it. Not really my thing or style. But, yeah, it's crazy the amount of alcohol these resorts go through in Mexico. It's insane. if they have a Bob Marley drink. I'll try that tomorrow. 10:54 left to play here in the third quarter. All right, Ryan Rollins with the basketball, working the other way here with the Milwaukee Bucks. Back from commercial break here, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Puts up a shot, no good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. The Pistons regain control here. Asar Thompson working coast to coast on Kyle Kuzma. 10:30 left to play here in the third quarter. K with the basketball, top of the key for three. No good. Nearly boarded by Jalen Duren. Stolen away, though, by Ryan Rollins. Rollins kicks it back to Kevin Porter Jr. from the right wing for three. Hits it to go. Huge shot for Milwaukee Bucks. Cuts it back down here to a 6-point basketball game. Cade with the basketball looking to push it here. Porter's got 22 points, 4 assists, 4 steals with the Bucks. He's been putting on a clinic in this game for the Bucks so far. I like Kevin Porter's game a lot. Cade with the basketball on the left wing. Porter trying to swarm Cade here. Cade trying to get position. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Puts up a three. Hits it to go. Huge shot for Cade Cunningham on the left wing over Kevin Porter. And the Pistons regain a 9-point lead here. Pistons are 50% from the three-point line in this game. Absolutely terrific. Duncan Robinson's going to get called for a foul away from the basketball. He kind of ran over Kyle Kuzma. Duncan Robinson's not too happy with it. 9:38 left to play here in the third quarter. Duncan Robinson's got 4 fouls so far for the Pistons. Yeah, he's not too happy with that. All right, back the other way here. Porter working inside to Miles Turner from the top of the key for three. No good. Boarded by Asar. Asar looking to push it here. Asar at the basketball. Working inside. Kicks it around to Beef Stew from the corner for three. Hits it to go. How about Isaiah Stewart from the left corner? He hits it. Isaiah Stewart can knock those down, man. If he's wide open, shoot it. Let it fly, big man. 16 points for Isaiah Stewart. He's having one of his best games this season so far. Ryan Rollins, mid-range jump shot. Off the mark here, boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren looking to push here for the Pistons. Duren gets it back to Duncan Robinson, swings it around to Cade. Cade working inside Jericho Sims. It's going to be on the floor. Cade's upset. He thought he got fouled on the shot attempt. It's going to be before the shot, though. It's going to stay here with Pistons basketball. Pistons 71, Bucks 59. Appreciate you guys all being here. Welcome to the stream, folks. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Isaiah Stewart, how about it, man? He can knock down those threes. Love to see it. All right. Pistons up by 12 here. Cade is at the free throw line. Okay, so they did call it a shooting foul. So they did reverse it. Originally, it was on the floor. The refs changed their mind. They switched to a shooting foul now. Cade's got 20 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Oh, they gave him the shot and the bucket, too. So it was an and one opportunity. I totally missed that. So it was count the bucket and the foul, and Cade got the free throw. My bad. 13-3 run here for the Pistons. Ryan Rollins from the right wing here. Off the mark here, boarded by Asar Thompson. Pistons running away with it. Asar kicks it back to Cade. Wide open from the corner for three. No good. It's going to be boarded by Kyle Kuzma. Bucks looking to get back on track here, down 15. Kuzma working inside here, back outside of Ryan Rollins for three. Hits it to go. Huge shot for Ryan Rollins. Gets it back down to 12. 8:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Working inside, right-handed layup is good. Nice drive from Asar Thompson over Miles Turner. 76-62 basketball game. 8:13 left to play in the third quarter. Asar's got 11 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. He's 5 for 5 from the field. Kevin Porter on the right wing. Swings it around here to Ryan Rollins from the corner for three. No good off the mark. Gets his own rebound, though. Ryan Rollins goes back up. Kicks it back off to Kevin Porter from the left corner is good. Big shot from Kevin Porter. 76-65 basketball game. I have Miles Turner under 12. Cash out. It's up to you, my friend. Duncan Robinson on the right wing. Working on Kyle Kuzma. Duncan Robinson hits a three. No good. Boarded by Ryan Rollins. Bucks with the basketball back the other way. Kevin Porter Jr. nearly dunks it. Try to get it over Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart blocks it. What a block from Isaiah Stewart. Back the other way for the Pistons. Duncan Robinson looking at Asar. Asar. It's a 4-on-5 here. Asar hits a mid-range jump shot. Hopefully Isaiah Stewart is okay. He went up to block that shot. A huge block from Isaiah Stewart. He's a little bit limping on the ground here, though. Hopefully Isaiah Stewart's all right. Ryan Rollins is going to get fouled by Jalen Duren. Ryan Rollins is going to go to the free throw line. Isaiah Stewart, one of the best rim protectors in the NBA. He met Kevin Porter Jr. at the rim. Shaken up on the play, though. Hopefully Isaiah Stewart is all right, though. He kind of fell awkwardly on the ground, slipped, and kind of was grabbing his right ankle. So hopefully Isaiah Stewart's all right. A great defensive play, though, from Beef Stew. Isaiah Stewart is averaging 2 blocks a game this season. Yeah, it looks like he's all right. He just kind of slipped and fell awkwardly on the ground. That actually could have ended way worse. I mean, he took a really awkward fall. Seems to be all right, though. So, Ryan Rollins is the first free throw. Bucks down by 12. They make it... No, still down by 12. Misses the second free throw here. So, K with the basketball. Working back the other way for the Pistons. 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Duncan Robinson at the top of the key working on Rollins. Dishes it back to Duren. Duren trying to find Cade. Gets it back to Cade. Duren sets a screen for Cade. Cade rolls off of it. 3-point jump shot on the mark. No good. Boarded by Rollins. Bucks with the basketball. Kyle Kuzma takes a 3. He hits it. Nice shot from Kyle Kuzma. It's a 9-point basketball game. 78-69 here. 6:30 left to play in the third quarter. Asar Thompson on the left wing. It's going to be poked out of bounds by the Bucks. It's going to stay here with Pistons basketball. Like the live stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Welcome to the show, folks. Duncan Robinson checks out for a breather for the Pistons. Marcus Sasser is active in this game. We haven't seen him yet in this game so far, but he is listed as active. Jalen Duren working inside on Miles Turner. Puts up a shot. He's going to get fouled on the shot attempt, and Miles Turner is going to get called for the foul on Jalen Duren. So Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party, folks. Miles Turner gets called for the foul. So Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line here. Try and knock down this free throw. Duren at the free throw line trying to make it a 10-point game. Duren, first free throw on the way, is up and in. 79-69. Miles foul out, buddy. Duren, second free throw on the way to try and make this an 11-point game for the Pistons. Second free throw on the way is no good. Duren's got 7 points and 11 rebounds in this game so far for the Pistons. Back the other way for the Milwaukee Bucks. Porter with the basketball, working on Asar Thompson. Kicks it back outside to Ryan Rollins. Rollins on the right wing. Shot is off, no good. It's going to be boarded by Bobby Portis, though. Offensive rebound, reset for the Bucks. Porter working on Karis LeVert. Porter from the left wing, trying to dance on Karis LeVert. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Step back jump shot is no good. Boarded by Isaiah Stewart. Pistons regain control here. K with the basketball. Kicks it back outside to LeVert. Thought about a 3. Back to Beef Stew. Swings it around to Asar Thompson, who's working on Sims. Backdoor pass to Cade for the slam. Nice find from Asar Thompson to find Cade going backdoor. Cade slams it home. 81-69 basketball game. Pistons go up by 12. 5:20 left to play in the third quarter. Swings it around here to Kevin Porter Jr. Thought about a 3. Kicks it out and hits it to go. Nice shot from Kevin Porter Jr. Had a head fake. Got Karis LeVert to jump. Swings it around to the right side. Knocked down a huge shot. Kevin Porter Jr.'s got 28 points for the Bucks in this one so far. Duren tried to find Isaiah Stewart going backdoor. Isaiah Stewart, I believe, is going to get called for a travel. He's upset with the refs trying to claim it was a foul. The Bucks kind of swarmed him on the ground. It's going to be a turnover for the Pistons. And I believe the Bucks call a timeout here. Yeah, the Bucks are going to call a timeout. Commercial break underway here. Pistons are up by 11. Isaiah Stewart was fighting for the loose ball. And you had Kuzma and Sims kind of on top of Isaiah Stewart. And It looks like it's going to be just a turnover, though, and the Pistons are going to go up by 9 here with 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Welcome to the party, folks. Coming to you live from my Mexico hotel room. I'm actually going to show you guys. Let's see if I can show you guys a view of the room here. Give me a second, guys. 1 second. We got a commercial break anyways. Show you guys the outside. Come on with me. Come on with me on a tour. Hopefully I don't lose my internet. So, there's our swimsuits. There's the balcony. And then somewhere down over there is like the beach right over there. But we got our floaties right there. We got our bathing suits. Spent all day at the pool. It's dark outside right now, so you can't really see anything. But, yeah, little hotel room from Riviera Maya, I think, in Mexico. Where'd my phone go? All right, we got it back here. I had to get up anyways to turn the light back on. These hotel rooms that we're in, they're on motion sensors. That's how they activate the lights to save electricity. So every now and then I gotta walk around and make sure the lights come back on here. 81-72 basketball game. Bucks take a timeout. They're down to the last 3 timeouts here. Oh, it was a Pistons timeout. My bad. It was a Pistons timeout. My fault, guys. So Bucks have 4 timeouts. Pistons have 4 timeouts. They've used 3. Okay, my bad. The rest of the family's having fun while you're calling this game. Exactly, BD. Having fun. Sacrifices. All right. Pistons coming back here off the commercial break. All right. Good to go. Pistons 81. Bucks 72. 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Ron Holland dishes it inside to Jalen Duren. Kicks it back to Cade. Top of the key for 3. Off the mark here. Boarded by Ron Holland. Kicks it back off to Karis LeVert. He tries a 3 from the right wing. No good. Boarded by Jalen Duren inside. Duren puts it back up and in. Count the bucket and the foul. Pistons are loving it. Couple missed threes. Jalen Duren gets the offensive rebound. And he's going to go to the free throw line and knock down the 3-point play. Nice presence from Jalen Duren working inside. Pistons bench loves it. Duren puts it back up and in. Pistons 83, Bucks 72. Duren's got 9 points, 12 boards. He knocks down the free throw. Jalen Duren's got a double-double. There you go, BD. 84-72 basketball game. 4:44 left to play here in the third quarter. Bobby Portis on the right wing, guarded by Duren. Kicks it back outside to Ryan Rollins. Rollins drives baseline. Blocked by Jalen Duren. Pistons bench loves it. Blocked by Jalen Duren underneath the rim. Cade with the basketball back the other way for the Pistons. Cade gets it back to Asar. Swings it around to Ron Holland. Holland drives baseline. Gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line, though, to shoot some 2 free throws. 4:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Pistons up by 12 here. Ron Holland at the free throw line here. Try and knock this down to give the Pistons a 14-point lead. Holland, first free throw on the way is good. 85-72, Pistons up by 13. Jaden Ivey checks into the game here for the Pistons. Asar Thompson takes a breather. George Blaha was honored last night for his 50th season calling Pistons play-by-play games. Absolute legend. Ron Holland knocks down the second free throw. Pistons go up by 14. 86-72 basketball game. Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key working on Jalen Duren. Porter drives, kicks it back out to Bobby Portis for the top of the key for three. Hits it to go. Huge shot for Bobby Portis. Knocks it down. 86-75 basketball game. 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Duren working on Jericho Sims. Drives right. Gets it to go. Tough shot from Jalen Duren. Driving baseline. Hits it to go. What's up, Christina? How you doing? Go Pistons. 3:45 left to play in the third quarter. Kevin Porter Jr. with the basketball. Swings it around to Ryan Rollins. At the top of the key, working on Jaden Ivey. Rollins, this is inside to Bobby Portis on the left post. Back outside of Jackson, who's working on Cade. Swings it around to Rollins. Rollins drives to his left. Left-handed floater is good. Tough shot from Ryan Rollins. 88-77 basketball game. 3:20 left to play in the third quarter. Duren nearly had it turned over. It's going to be staying here, though, with Pistons basketball. So Duren checks out for a breather. Isaiah Stewart comes back into the game. Kyle Kuzma also checks back into the game. He replaces Kevin Porter. 88-77 basketball game for the Pistons. 3:14 left to play in the third quarter. Cade with the basketball. Dishes it back to Ron Holland from the left wing. No good. Boarded by Cade. Cade for top of the key for three. No good. In and out. Boarded by Bobby Portis. Bucks with the basketball back the other way. Ryan Rollins from the left wing. Working on Karis LeVert. Rollins looking to drive inside. Kicks it back out to Bobby Portis. Portis tries a right-handed floater. Is no good. Boarded by the Pistons. Jaden Ivey looking to push it here. It's a 3-on-1 game. Jaden Ivey going coast to coast inside. He has it blocked by Jackson. It's going to stay here with Pistons basketball. It was 3-on-1 there. And Jaden Ivey decides to take it himself. He gets blocked. Paul Reed checks in the game for the Pistons. Cade dishes it back outside Jaden Ivey on the right wing. Ivey trying to dance on Rollins. Ivey goes to his left, kicks it back to Cade. Cade, top of the key for three. Way off the mark. Boarded by Bobby Portis. It's going to be Bucks basketball back the other way. Pistons are in the bonus here with 2:30 left to play in the third quarter. Kuzma on the right wing. Kicks it back to Bobby Portis, who's working on Paul Reed. Ryan Rollins with the basketball now, working inside to his right. Rollins tries to get it to an open man. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Pistons turn it over here back the other way. Jaden Ivey goes coast to coast, right-handed layup. It is no good. He's going to go to the free throw line, though, to knock down some free throws. Nice defense from Ron Holland and Paul Reed, swarming Rollins to get that ball to be turned over. Pistons up by 11 here. Approaching the end of the third quarter. Ron Holland is averaging almost 2 steals a game this season. That's 8th best in the NBA. Ivey first free throw off the mark. Javonte Green checks into the game here to take out Cade. Pistons 88, Bucks 77. 2:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Jaden Ivey at the free throw line trying to split these free throws. Ivey's second free throw on the way. It is up and in. 89-77 basketball game. 2:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Ryan Rollins kicks it back outside to Bobby Portis. Portis driving to his left, working inside right-handed floater. It is good. Bobby Portis gets on the board. 89-79 basketball game. Karis LeVert on the right wing. Bobby Portis, he's got 7 points, 4 boards, a couple of steals. Working outside to Ron Holland, thought about a three. Drives to his left, jump shot. It is no good. Paul Reed trying to fight for the rebound. It's going to be off of the Pistons. It's going to come back the other way for the Bucks. Minute 30 left to play here in the third quarter. Pistons are in the bonus here. Bucks with the basketball back the other way. Ryan Rollins working on Ron Holland. Rollins kicks it back off to Kyle Kuzma. Puts up a shot. It's going to be a foul called, though, I believe, on Javonte Green. It's going to stay here on the floor, though, before the shot. So 1:22 left to play in the third quarter. Ron Holland's got 4 points, 4 boards. Does have a steal in this game, though. Holland's a good, depth bench piece for the Pistons. I like Holland a lot. Still only second year in the NBA. He'll find his groove. Ryan Rollins from the baseline hits down a jump shot. 89-81 basketball game. It's an 8-point game here. Bucks on a 9-3 run. LeVert at the top of the key, working on Ryan Rollins. LeVert kicks it back out to Javonte Green. Swings it around here to Jaden Ivey on the left wing. Working on Gary Harris. Jaden Ivey trying to dance on Harris. Ivey kicks it back to Ron Holland from the corner. Holland for 3. Off the mark here, boarded by Bobby Portis. Here come the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma to push it to full court here. Kyle Kuzma working inside on Karis LeVert. Kicks it back to Ryan Rollins on the left wing, guarded by Javonte Green. Rollins for 3 from the left wing. Off the mark here, boarded by Jaden Ivey. Ivey with the basketball back the other way for the Pistons. Kicks it back off to Paul Reed. Paul Reed works it around to Ron Holland. Ron Holland drives inside, put back up and in by B-ball Paul Reed. Big shot from Paul Reed. Can the Bucks make a comeback? We'll see. They're trying to. Appreciate you stopping in. What's going on? 13 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Ryan Rollins kicks it back out to Bobby Portis. Portis, right-handed floater. It is no good, off the mark, boarded by Jaden Ivey. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Ivey from three-quarters court. No good. At the end of the third quarter here, Pistons go up by 10 into the fourth quarter of regulation. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party, folks. Like the live stream. It's free. It helps out the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new. Got some conference football games tonight here. We'll check those scores right now. Ohio State's up 10-3 over Indiana. 6 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Duke actually has a 14-7 lead over Virginia in the ACC title game. Georgia clinched with the SEC championship win. Texas Tech obliterated BYU. Tulane's going to the college football playoff. They knocked down North Texas. Some other scores are on the NBA, guys. Warriors 77, Cavaliers 72. 9:30 left to play in that game. Pistons up by 10 at the end of the third quarter, obviously. Kings have a 17-point lead over the Miami Heat right now. Clippers 58, Timberwolves 45, 10:49 left to play in the third quarter. Rockets down by 3 against the Mavericks, 3 minutes left to play in the second. Hawks take down the Wizards, 131-116. Again, Pistons have a week off here before they finally play again against the Hawks. That game is it's a home game for the Pistons. Hopefully Trae Young will be healthy enough to come back to that game. So start of the fourth quarter about to begin for the Pistons. Cade leading the way for the Pistons. He's got 23 points in this one, 5 boards, 9 assists. Jalen Duren, he's got 12 points and 12 rebounds. Isaiah Stewart's probably having himself the best game of his season so far. He's got 16 points, a couple of boards in this one. He's got a block shot in this one as well. Almost every starter for the Pistons is in double figures, except for Duncan. He's at 7 points right now. So coming back from the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter coming up here for the Pistons. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Here we go, fourth quarter action for the Pistons. Back from commercial break here, Cade to full court with the basketball. Cade looking to operate the offense here. Cade swings it around here to Jaden Ivey. Ivey at the top of the key, working on Gary Trent Jr. Swings it around to Javonte Green. He tries a 3. No good, boarded by the Bucks, and the Bucks come back with it the other way. Javonte Green with a steal, comes back the other way, misses the shot though. Paul Reed Come back to defend it. Hits a shot from the three-point land. Big shot from Jaden Ivey. He knocks down the three. Huge hoop for Jaden Ivey off the steal. 94-81 basketball game. Ivey's got 7 points tonight so far off the bench. 11:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. Kyle Kuzma with the basketball. Swings it around to Kevin Porter Jr. working inside. Kicks it back offside to Gary Harris for three. Off the mark here, boarded by Paul Reed. Pistons basketball back the other way. Javonte Green on the left wing. Trying to set up the offense here. Gets it back to Cade. Cade is working on Kevin Porter Jr. Paul Reed sets the screen for Cade. Kicks it back to Jaden Ivey from the corner for three. Hits it to go. Huge hoop for Jaden Ivey. Back-to-back threes. Cade loves it. The Pistons bench loves it. And the Bucks have to call a timeout here. How about back-to-back threes from Jaden Ivey? Love to see it for his confidence. He's in double figures now for the Pistons. He's got 10 points. So great to see for Jaden Ivey right there. Two big-time threes, put the Pistons up by 16. We get a commercial break underway. Bucks take a timeout here. Big shot from Jaden Ivey. Love to see it, man. It's so good to see. So Bucks take a timeout. They've got 3 left. Pistons have 4 timeouts left here. Pistons go up by 16 here with 11 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning in to the stream. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. We're doing this broadcast live from my Mexico hotel room tonight. The show must go on. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, let me know in the chat, man. Hopefully I'm doing a decent enough job to paint you guys a visual picture of what's actually happening in the game. I try to be as descriptive as possible because when the TV announcers, I mean, they talk during the broadcast, but they don't have to say as much because you can see the actual game versus like this is like the radio version where you have to be way more descriptive. So it's fun though. I've been doing I think this is like, I gotta go back and look and see how many Pistons games I've called this year so far, but they've been fun. It's been so fun to call this team, cover this team, and we'll see what the future holds, man. Pistons, if they can somehow go to the finals this year, that'd be unbelievable, and I think they can do it. Give me a best-of-7 series against, like, the Knicks or the Cavs, maybe the Magic. I think they can hold their ground. They have a chance to do that. So we'll see what happens down the stretch here. But a commercial break underway here, guys. Coming back from commercial break very shortly. Yeah, I started calling games this year. So let me see what my first one was. My first Pistons game was against the Celtics the first time we played them. That was, when was that? October 26th. So that was about just over a month ago. Yeah. So I'm about a month into this. I'm still, a little bit scratchy here and there at certain points, but I try to do my research. Sometimes I screw up here and there, but you live and you learn. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. I do the best I can to kind of give you guys some solid play-by-play throughout the stream. Thanks, BD. Appreciate you, buddy. Like I said, if you guys are new to the stream, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Come back from commercial break. Jaden Ivey hit some 2 big-time threes for the Pistons right there. Back-to-back threes for Jaden Ivey. That's so good to see for J.I. and his confidence. Pistons bench is outscoring the Bucks bench by 8 points, 26-18 so far in this game. Coming back from commercial break here. Bucks with the basketball on the right wing. Kevin Porter Jr. swings it around to Bobby Portis. Gets it back to Gary Trent Jr. Working inside, right-handed floater is good. Big shot for Gary Trent Jr. 97-83 basketball game. Pistons have a 14-point lead with 10:30 left to play in the game. Jaden Ivey working on Gary Trent Jr. Javonte Green kicks it back around here to Ron Holland. Swings it around to Cade. Cade working on Kevin Porter Jr. at the top of the key. Cade trying to make him miss. Cade, backdoor cut, Javonte Green, right-handed layup is good. Count the bucket and the foul. Nice drive from Javonte Green. Good find from Cade. Cade's fired up. Pistons take a 16-point lead here. And Javonte Green's going to go to the free throw line and try and make the old-fashioned three-point play. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Cade is always looking for his teammates in every little game situation possible. Either a backdoor cut, a driving player trying to kick it out for a three. He always knows when to find certain situations in the game to get his teammates the best look possible. Javonte Green, free throw on the way, is up and in. 100-83 basketball game. Pistons up by 17. Bucks looking to push it back the other way here. Kevin Porter Jr. on the right wing. Ooh, Miles Turner looked like he pulled something. He's limping on the left sideline here for the Bucks. Porter Jr. is going to be fouled, though, by Ron Holland. Miles Turner has to go sit down here. Looks like he kind of ran into somebody. He has to tie his shoe here. Hopefully, Miles Turner's okay, though. Kevin Porter Jr. gets fouled by Paul Reed, I believe. J.B. Bickerstaff is having a moment for coaching between Ron Holland and Paul Reed. Got a commercial break coming up here for you guys. Pistons go up by 17. J.B. Bickerstaff has one of those relationships with his players that I absolutely love, where he understands the needs of his players. Like, you see a lot of coaches in the NBA where they kind of let the players kind of run the show. Cough, cough, LeBron James and the Lakers with J.J. Redick. Like, J.J. Redick is a good coach, but it's kind of hard to, like, coach LeBron James and Luka Doncic just because, like, they're Hall of Famers, right? So the nice thing about this team, though, is, like, we're so super young, and we can learn from a veteran coach with J.B. Bickerstaff who knows how to win basketball games. You know, he's been with, you know, a bunch of playoff teams throughout his career, and he understands certain situations and certain lineups to put the Pistons in so they can thrive and excel in any little situation throughout the games, which I think is great. I cannot believe the Cavs fired him. I thought the second we let Monty Williams go, I'm like, all right, who are we going to get for our next head coach? And J.B. Bickerstaff was available, and I'm like, please, Pistons, make the call and get J.B. Bickerstaff. And sure enough, Pistons made the call, and J.B. Bickerstaff, I mean, you talk about the job he's done the last 2 seasons, not even 2 seasons in. He's been like a year and 2 months in working with this young core. I mean, it's easy when you have a top 5 player in the role in Cade Cunningham, but he's developed guys like, you know, Jalen Duren, Ron Holland coming off the bench, you know, still working with Jaden Ivey throughout the season as it progresses. But J.B. Bickerstaff, man, he's done a phenomenal job with this Pistons team so far. And credit to Tom Gores. Like, Gores, he owns the Pistons, and you know what? He ate that whole contract that he gave Monty Williams. That was a mistake he made. He ate that entire deal. And he said, listen, I want to win now. Somebody's knocking at my front door. 1 second, guys. Hang on. Hi. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, yes. Sounds good. Yep. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye. It was housekeeping. I'm like, who is knocking at my front door? All right, so Pistons basketball come back the other way here. 9:49 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Luke has been pretty good for us, too, this year. He's an assistant coach for the Pistons. Yeah, he was the head coach at one point for the Lakers. Kevin Porter Jr. hits a big-time shot from the left wing for 3. 100-86 basketball game. 9:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Jaden Ivey with the basketball. Kicks it back around here to Ron Holland. Swings around to Cade. Cade working on Kyle Kuzma on the right baseline. Cade driving inside. Paul Reed mid-range jump shot is off the mark here, boarded by the Bucks. Bobby Portis looking to push it here for the Bucks. Kicks it back to Kevin Porter Jr., who gets fouled, though, by Jaden Ivey. And I believe it's going to stay here on the floor, though. Housekeeping, you want pillow? You want pillow? And she was delivering some towels for us. 9:12 up to play here in the fourth quarter. Pistons 100, Bucks 86. Looking good so far for the Pistons here down the stretch. See if they can put this out. Close this game out. Kevin Porter Jr. at the free throw line. First free throw on the way. It is no good, off the mark. Pistons looking for a win here tonight. Put them at 2 wins in a row here, coming off the back-to-back against the Blazers last night. And then they got a week off, and they don't play until the following Friday against the Hawks. Second free throw on the way is up and in for the Bucks. 187 basketball game here. 9 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade Cunningham with the basketball on the left wing. Swings around here, Jaden Ivey. Ivey trying to set something up here. Kicks it around to Javonte Green from the right wing for 3. Hits it to go. Huge hoop for Javonte Green. He's fired up, rolling down the court. Javonte Green with a big-time shot here. Bobby Portis with the basketball. At the top of the key, working on Cade. Swings it around to Kevin Porter Jr. Porter working on Holland. Kicks it back outside to Kyle Kuzma. Drives to his right. Shot is no good. Boarded by Cade, and the Pistons basketball come back the other way. Cade dishes around here. Javonte Green. Javonte Green right-handed layup is good. Javonte Green's hit some big-time shots of the Pistons the last couple possessions. 8 minutes left to play here in the game. Kevin Porter Jr. working on Ron Holland. Porter swings it around to Bobby Portis for 3 from the left wing. No good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Gets it up to Cade to full court. Cade with the basketball. Swings it around here to Ron Holland. Inside of Jalen Duren, who's working on Kyle Kuzma. Duren gets it back here to Ron Holland. Ron Holland drives to his right. It's going to be a turnover here. He kind of lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be Bucks basketball back the other way. Pistons 105, Bucks 87. Pistons are up by 18 here down the stretch. And I believe Bucks are going to take control here. I thought there was going to be a timeout. I guess not. So Bucks, I mean, can they go on like a crazy 25-5 run and get back in this game? Maybe. Will it probably happen? Probably not. It's going to take an utter collapse failure for the Pistons to somehow blow this game here down the stretch. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. Pistons 105, Bucks 87. Sims with the basketball. Kicks it back outside to Kevin Porter Jr. on the left wing. Porter knocks over Javonte Green. Javonte Green is on the ground here. Hopefully Javonte Green is all right. He got shooken up on that moving screen from Jericho Sims. Javonte Green is slow to get up here. Jericho Sims set a moving screen against Javonte Green. Kevin Porter Jr. rolled off of it. 13 turnovers for the Pistons in this first half. Bucks had 5. Turnovers this half. Bucks have 4 turnovers. Pistons have 0 turnovers. Cade and Javonte Green sit down here for the Pistons bench. Hopefully they won't have to use them again for the rest of the night here. Asar Thompson, Karis LeVert, Jalen Duren, Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart. Duncan Robinson from the left wing for 3. No good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. He gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. 107-87. Pistons are up by 20. Jalen Duren inside, getting his own offensive rebounds has been big for the Pistons. 7 minutes left to go in this basketball game. It's going to stay here with the Milwaukee Bucks coming back the other way. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Pistons have a week off, and they got the Hawks next Friday. Jericho Sims kicks it back outside to Kevin Porter Jr. working on Duncan Robinson. Pistons on a 7-0 run here. Jericho Sims slams it home. 107-89 basketball game. 7 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Jalen Duren at the top of the key kicks it back inside to Karis LeVert. LeVert working inside Duncan Robinson. Miles Turner gets it back here. Bucks come back the other way with it. Rollins with the basketball on the right wing. Turns it over, goes off his ankle. It's going to be Pistons basketball back the other way here. .6:39 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Beef Stew sets the screen for Asar Thompson. Rolls off it, kicks it back out to Duncan Robinson from the left wing for three. No good, boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren kicks it back outside to Karis LeVert for three. He hits it to go. Huge shoot for Karis LeVert from the right corner. Pistons take a 21-point lead here with 6:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Bucks have to take a timeout. Pistons have come alive in the second half from the three-point line here, man. Jaden Ivey, Karis LeVert, a bunch of different guys getting the basketball here, knocking down some big-time shots for the Pistons, and we got a commercial break underway here for you guys. Coming up down the stretch, Pistons 110, Milwaukee 89. They go up by 21 here. We shall see what happens here down the stretch here. It's looking pretty good for the Pistons so far, though. All right. Back from commercial break here, coming up for the Pistons. Javonte Green's got 13 points. 8 of them came in the fourth quarter. He also has a pair of steals for the Pistons in this one. Pistons 110, Milwaukee 89. Pistons have a 21-point lead here with 6 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter, guys. I'm going to turn on the light again. So weird you have to like walk over and the light just randomly turns on. All right, Bucks with the basketball here, back the other way. Kevin Porter Jr. on the left wing working on Duncan Robinson. Porter, Miles Turner sets the screen for Porter, rolls off of it, kicks it back outside to Gary Trent Jr. for three. Off the mark here, boarded by Jalen Duren. Karis LeVert comes back the other way for the Pistons. Karis LeVert, top of the key. Kicks it back outside to Asar Thompson. Beef Stew tries a three from the corner, and he hits it. How about Isaiah Stewart from the left corner? Knocks down a three. Pistons go up by 24 points with 5:40 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Missed shot here from the Milwaukee Bucks. Karis LeVert with the rebound here. LeVert looking to push here for the Pistons. LeVert working inside. Kicks it back outside to Asar Thompson. He drives left. It's going to be a turnover, though, for the Pistons. Pistons are on a 13-2 run here. Rollins, mid-range jump shot on the other way is good. Nice shot from Ryan Rollins, 113-91. Pistons up by 22 here with 5 minutes left to play in the game. Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, trying to make something happen here. Kicks it back off to Karis LeVert for three. He hits it to go. Karis LeVert joins the three-point party, 116-91. Pistons are up by 25 with 5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. For sure, Steve. Yeah, Beef Stew can knock down those threes. Love to see it. Miles Turner tries his shot for three ball. No good. Off the mark here. It's going to be a foul call, though, I believe, on the Pistons underneath. A loose ball foul call. It's going to stay here with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to get like their third stringers into this game here. They basically have given up. 4:46 left to play here in the fourth quarter. All of the stars are coming out here for the coming off the floor for the Bucks in this one. So Bucks looking to push it here for the Milwaukee Bucks here. Jackson working on Isaiah Stewart on the left baseline. Kicks it back off to Thanasis. Is going to be a turnover here for the Bucks here. It's going to be Pistons basketball coming back the other way. Pistons up by 25 here, 4:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. Karis LeVert gets it back to Duncan Robinson, swings it back around to Karis LeVert from the right wing for three. No good, off the mark, boarded by Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony at the top of the key here. Trying to get it inside here, kicks it back around here to Coffee. Tries a 3 off the mark here for the Bucks. It's going to stay here with the Pistons. It goes off the backboard here. Jalen Duren with the rebound. Kevin Porter Jr. put up a great fight tonight for the Milwaukee Bucks. Had a phenomenal game here. Put the Bucks on his back for the first half here. So with Ryan Rollins, and just kind of came up short, though. Marcus Sasser checks into the game here for the Detroit Pistons. Love to see Marcus Sasser check into the game here. This is his season debut. He was out for several months with that hip injury. Good to see Marcus Sasser back on the floor here for the Pistons. Asar Thompson working inside Jalen Duren. He's going to get fouled, though. Jalen Duren is going to go to the free throw line here to shoot some free throws. Foul is called on Thanasis. Thanasis? Giannis' brother. Thanasis, I think his name is. Antetokounmpo. 4:03 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Pistons are up by 25. Jalen Duren at the free throw line. Trying to make it a 26-point basketball game. Duren, first free throw on the way, is up and in. 117-91. Marcus Sasser last year averaged 6 points, 2 assists a game. Kind of the backup point guard role under Cade, 38% from 3. I like Marcus Sasser's game a lot. Beef Stew checks out of the game for the Pistons. He's done for the night. Beef Stew had probably his best game all season long here. Jalen Duren, second free throw on the way is good. 118-91 Pistons. Pistons are up by 27 points here. Bucks with the basketball. Coffee driving to his left. It's going to be a foul called, though, on the Pistons, and Coffee's going to go to the free throw line here for the Bucks. Yeah, much better performance tonight compared to Wednesday night when the Pistons lost to the Bucks. They shot the ball way better here in this one. Coffee knocks down the first free throw, 118-92 basketball game. Paul Reed checks into the game here. He takes out Jalen Duren. Bench and the fans giving Jalen Duren a standing ovation. Coffee knocks down the second free throw here, 118-93 basketball game. Pistons swinging around here to Javonte Green. Ball ends up in Marcus Sasser's hand, who touches it for the first time. Back out Javonte Green for 3. No good. Boarded by the Bucks. Bucks back the other way with it. Left-handed layup from Coffee's no good. He gets fouled, though. What's up, Man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, some serious get back tonight for sure, dude. Pistons, they struggled against the Bucks a couple nights ago in Milwaukee. They get their revenge tonight. Shot the ball way better from three-point tonight. So definitely a big game for the Pistons. Dennis Jenkins and Chaz Lanier check into the game here for the Pistons. Coffee knocks down the first free throw here. Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson checks out. So now it's all second and third stringers here for the Pistons. Knocks down both free throws, 118-95. Bucks are in the bonus. Pistons up by 23 points here with 3 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Jenkins with the basketball. Kicks it back around to Marcus Sasser for 3. No good. Boarded by the Pistons. Sorry, that was Chaz Lanier. Excuse me. Chaz Lanier missed that shot. Nearly turned over by the Bucks. Thanasis slams it home here for the Milwaukee Bucks. 118-97 basketball game. Gets it back to Dennis Jenkins on the right wing. Jenkins kicks it around here to Marcus Sasser. At the top of the key, swings it around Javonte Green. Javonte Green, he's going to get fouled, though, by the Bucks. It's going to stay here with the Pistons. Pistons 118, Bucks 97, 2:56 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Welcome to the party, folks. Pistons looking to get back-to-back wins here tonight against the Bucks and the Blazers last night before they go on that week-off stretch against the Hawks following Friday. Paul Reed with the basketball, drives baseline, right-handed layup is good. How about B-ball Paul Reed getting in on the action? 120-97 basketball game. 2:38 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Thanasis drives right. Right-handed layup is no good. He gets fouled, though, by Paul Reed. Thanasis is going to go to the free throw line. 120-97 basketball game. Paul Reed gets called for the foul. So Thanasis is going to try and knock down some free throws for the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. Get your second and third stringers in for both these teams here with 2 minutes left to play in this game. Thanasis free throw on the way is no good. Off the rim. Pistons are going to still stay with the first place in the Eastern Conference. And they are playing great to start this season, man. Long season ahead of us. Thanasis knocks the second free throw down here. 120-98 basketball game. Pistons come back the other way with it. Dance Jenkins gets it back up to Paul Reed. Kicks it back to Jenkins. Swings around and Chaz Lanier thought about a three. Lanier mid-range jump shot is no good. Put up again by B-ball Paul Reed. 122-98 Pistons. Cole Anthony with the basketball. Top side jump shot is good. 122-101. 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Back the other way here with the Pistons. Off the shot here. Gets it up to an alley-oop for Jackson. What a shot from the Bucks right there. Wow. 122-103 basketball game. What's up, JJ Detroit? No, I am a Pistons fan, brother. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Paul Reed for three. Off the mark here, boarded by the Bucks. Kicks it back outside to Marcus Sasser at the top of the key here. Swings it around at Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins drives baseline. Jump shot is good. Nice shot from Dennis Jenkins. 124-103 basketball game. 1:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cole Anthony, top of the key here, working on Paul Reed. Nance tries a three. Off the mark here. Boarded by Jackson. Kicks it back outside of Nance. He tries it again for three. Hits it to go. Nance gets on the board here. 124-106. Javonte Green on the right wing. Kicks it back outside to Marcus Sasser. Sasser tries a three. Off the mark here. Bucks rebound it. Bucks back the other way. 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Jackson with the basketball working on Paul Reed. Thanasis inside. Right-handed layup is off the mark. Thanasis is going to go to the free throw line. They can start putting together complete games more consistently. They're going to be a serious threat. And that's just it. Like, when it comes to the playoffs, when it gets down to a best-of-7 series, it's going to be really interesting when the Pistons face teams like possibly, the Knicks, the Cavs, the Celtics, the Magic, possibly the Sixers. You're going to start to see, hopefully, a healthy Pistons team when you get to the playoffs. And, again, everybody's going to have a full playoff year under their belt. Like our young core, that was their first ever playoff experience last year against the Knicks. Cade's first time, Asar's first time. Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Duren. So they do have a year under their belt of playoff experience. And talk about pressure. I mean, when you go to the Garden, Madison Square Garden, you're facing the Knicks for your first ever playoff appearance. I mean, that's some serious experience for a young Pistons team. And I think they're going to carry that into the playoffs for the 2026 playoffs this year. So definitely something to look forward to. 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Appreciate you got it, man. Right. We got third stringers in here, and the Pistons are up by 25 points. Thanasis with the free throw here. Knocks it down. 124-108 basketball game. 25 seconds left to play here in this one, folks. Pistons are going to get their back-to-back win here. Thanasis airballs a free throw. It's going to be a foul, though, I believe, underneath the rim. Paul Reed was doing some push-ups in frustration underneath the basket. 24 seconds left to play here in this one, folks. Pistons 124, Milwaukee 108. Jackson's going to go to the free throw line here. Try and knock down some free throws for the Bucks. Jackson knocks down the free throw, 124-109 Pistons. Pistons up by 15 here with 24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Jackson knocks down both free throws. Pistons have a 14-point lead. People that are taking the spread are eagerly waiting. I think the spread was like 12.5 before the game started. Pistons up by 14. Devontae Green kicks it back inside to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins crosses half court. Jenkins turns it over here. Milwaukee Bucks with the basketball. Slam for Thanasis. 12-point basketball game with 12 seconds left. Bucks have kind of given up here. Jenkins to full court here. Crosses half court. And the Pistons, man, are going to get their second win in a row here on the back-to-back homestand here against the Blazers. And now the Milwaukee Bucks, they get their revenge from the game on Wednesday. Pistons looking inbound the pass here, and we are going to have a winning basketball on a Saturday night at Little Caesars Arena, folks. Pistons win 124-112. That is the final score, folks. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Like and subscribe before you guys go. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I love you all. God bless. God is great. Looking forward to the next live stream. Again, we got some time off, though, because the Hawks come to town, play the Pistons next Friday. So appreciate you guys all tuning in. Mayuki, thanks for watching, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Love you all. I'm Rose Carson, and we will see you guys on the next live stream. Peace out, guys. See ya. Adios, amigos.